This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
Please note that any comments, jokes, questions, maybe, anything that we say on the History of Bad Ideas is all in good fun. And remember, we insult everybody. Our thoughts, opinions, questions, anything else, actions that we do on the show do not reflect any of our employers, organizations, advertisers, or anyone else that is associated with the History of Bad Ideas. And remember, at the end of the day, it's just a joke.
It's about comic books and movies, growing up with Rokusuki. Superman before Zack Snyder ruined him. Michael Keaton was the best Batman, while Christian Bale was just deadpan. No one remembers the other ones. Princess Leia in bikinis and Transformer Lamborghinis. Please don't let Shia LaBeouf ever act again. Please, God, no. Remembering Tales from the Crypt, back when Michael Bay wrote good scripts. He wrote the all right here is no mystery, 'cause it's the history of bad. It's bad. It's the history of bad. So bad. It's the history of bad ideas. It's the history of bad. It's bad. It's the history of bad. So bad. It's the history of bad ideas. Podcast.
Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 284. I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff.
I'm Scab Blake.
Oh, would you do that to yourself? Number one fan, Disney aficionado, Doug is here today. Welcome, Doug.
Thank you.
Rumor has it you just came back from Florida.
I came back from Florida. Didn't go into the parks, but I did bring maps.
Oh.
Does anybody need a map?
I'll take one.
Okay,
Let's see.
you can
This is Avatar maps. If you come to
Animal
Cincinnati.
Kingdom maps.
Oh, these are Animal Kingdom. Oh.
Oh, does this have the like the area that shut down and
The Beastly
poisoned?
area?
Yeah.
Beastly Kingdom? No.
Is Beastly in here?
I know you have one, but I got another Pandora magnet.
Oh, we'll take it.
I don't know if you want to give that away at the expo.
We'll give that away at the expo.
And, I always bring you stuff.
Yes.
And you can either give this away to the expo, but I'll offer it to Jeff first.
Ooh.
BB-8 socks.
Oh, you're damn right. I'll take BB-8
Jeff-
socks.
Apparently in the back.
Oh, they glow.
I have no idea how that happens.
Wow.
Jeff's got new softball socks.
Well, definitely be
does-
wearing these this weekend at the Yeah.
I don't know how you get them
At
to
the
light
convention, I'm going to.
Oh,
up. Ah, there it goes.
Yeah.
you just got to keep hitting your socks.
Yeah.
What expo are you going? Convention are you going to?
I'm going to Origins.
Oh, is that this weekend?
That's this weekend.
Oh, good job.
You act like that's a surprise to you.
I thought it was next month, but I guess we are in June, aren't we?
We are in June.
Origins, for people that don't know, is in Columbus, Ohio, right?
It is in Columbus, Ohio.
It's a big tabletop convention,
It is.
and it's a fun time. I've been there twice. I've enjoyed it. I would like to go back. I just have not had a chance yet.
No, it's because you keep scheduling family vacations at the overlap.
Or I'm lazy.
Or that.
Either way. So is there any specific game you're looking forward to?
Oh, well, I always play the Cobalt Ate My Baby's Midnight Massacre, so of course I'm looking forward to that.
Okay.
But I'm just mainly looking forward to seeing, the new stuff that are coming out, seeing what people are demoing and that type of stuff.
Ticket to Ride, Africa. Keep looking for that for me.
I'll look for it.
I'm not paying that much for it. Because I heard it's actually it wasn't that great of a expansion, but...
Yeah, it's not as good as what you already have. So.
Yeah. Doug, so you were at Disney.
Yes.
Well, Florida, because you surfed your son into it. He's now surfed for Disney.
He's getting paid.
Well, okay, so he's a paid surf.
So he's a sharecropper.
Doesn't have a house yet, but that's okay.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I get very Song of the South motif from this. He likes being there, really. He likes being there.
Post-Civil War movie?
Doesn't matter if it's post-Civil War.
Post-Civil War.
Freedom did not come to that area in that movie. And what's up with Disney Plus not putting that movie on? Cowards.
They're editing the crows out of Dumbo, and
Yeah, how are they going to do that? Okay, so they are editing the crows out of Dumbo the cartoon, not the live action because nobody saw that. So how are you going to do that? Because that's how he flies, how he learns to fly.
I don't know.
Well, he's just going to learn to fly without the crows and
thing
giving
is
him
that
a magic feather.
The movie's only 65 minutes by itself. You edit that out, that's like 10 minutes right there. Which is fine because that's a horrible film.
It's not a horrible film. Now, granted, the song that the crows sing is the best part of the film.
You like Dumbo? Yeah. Doug, do you like Dumbo?
Not really. I haven't really watched much. I don't think I've ever watched it.
More into the microphone, Doug.
Sorry. I haven't really watched it all in a long time. I'm not a big fan of the movies.
Okay.
I'm more the parks.
Yeah, I know, but I was just asking.
So how's Euro Disney?
I haven't got there yet.
Oh,
It's Disneyland Paris. They changed it. Okay, but
they changed it, but I didn't.
that's when I was down in
Is it really called Disney Paris now?
Disneyland Paris. Yes.
Huh.
Yes. Disney now owns it. They
Huh.
own it. I did make a stop to Hulk Hogan's
Ooh.
Oh,
beach shop.
In Orlando, Florida, on International Drive.
Yes, and I got a Hollywood Hogan bottle opener. For
Oh,
you
we're
guys.
keeping that.
Oh.
We're keeping. Does it talk?
I don't think
it
so.
doesn't look like it talks.
Oh my God, we're
I
going.
got you a.
But you stick the bottle in Hogan's mouth for it to open.
Whoa! Whoa!
You sound like that's surprising. And that's
Nope.
a Hollywood Hogan.
Yes, they had one as what was it, Mr. America?
Yeah,
That was the only other one they had.
when he was on SmackDown for a little bit.
Is that what it was? He was in
yeah,
the mask.
he had the mask on. He was fired by Vince McMahon back when he came back
Okay.
and he came back as Mr. America, which was actually pretty funny that he came back as that.
And then I also got a Hulkamania wrestling belt keychain.
Ooh, can I hit somebody in the back with it like he used to?
Yes.
I like that.
And then Jeff has too big of a beard. You may have to shave before the expo.
Okay,
As my son said, I had to get this guy for you guys.
I feel like it's Christmas.
It's a
A bad Christmas, but it is
a
Christmas.
Hulk Hogan mustache you can wear.
Oh.
That is awesome. You know what? This might go up with my Kevin James mask. I like
You're
it.
going to put it on your Kevin James
I'll let you
mask?
keep the
Maybe I
souvenir
will.
bag too.
Wow, thank you. What is Hulk Hogan's Beach Shop? Is it like a restaurant?
No, it's a souvenir store. When you walk in, as soon as you walk in the door, there's a mannequin. Not really a mannequin, almost maybe a wax figure of Jimmy Hart.
Oh,
And then it's lots of T-shirts. There's more. There's a figure of Hulk Hogan as Thunder Lips. There's one of him as Hulkamania. His Viper, I believe, his red and yellow Viper.
okay. His car.
His
Okay.
car, yes.
Did it have the boat?
No.
No boat. Oh, that's a shame.
But it's bandanas. They have.
So is it all Hulk Hogan stuff he sells?
There are like water bottles, with straws coming out of the guy's head, of like The Rock, Ultimate Warrior, Macho Man Savage.
Do they have a lot of wrestling stuff, or is it mostly his?
It's mostly his.
Huh. Okay.
Mostly T-shirts. You can buy the boots. I didn't see how much those were.
I'm going to say too much.
Probably the T-shirts were, I think, around 30.
Is he still paying for the Linda Hogan divorce?
I'm sure he is.
He'll be paying for that his entire life.
He is dating somebody that looks like his daughter, though, so that's kind
There
of
were
creepy.
no Brooke Hogan.
That's a shame.
CDs
She was
in
such a
there.
good wrestler for TNA.
I was talking about singing, but okay.
Oh, yeah, she was.
She
singer.
wrestled?
I wouldn't call it wrestling.
I wouldn't call it singing either, but
I would say she existed. I don't know if she really wrestled or if she did cat fights like they used to. I don't know.
meow.
Yes, meow. I think his son tried to wrestle too. That never works out well. Look at the Embreeze. Anyways,
Did he do a last man standing match?
no.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Was he in a car and he killed somebody? Or
Oh, I get it now. I got it. Yeah, but he was very sorry for that.
something? Yes.
He was deeply sorry for that. Well, thanks, Doug. That's some
Yeah,
good
yeah.
stuff. I like the Hulk Hogan mustache. You sure that's kind of creepy? The Thunder Lips and that. I like the Viper.
Yeah.
Show me pictures of the thing. Is it crowded?
There was one or two other people in there.
Okay.
One guy was looking at shirts, and he was already wearing a Hulk Hogan shirt. So
He had a built-in audience with that guy.
yeah.
So now does Hogan just park the car there so when he wants to drive it, he can come pick it up whenever he wants?
I don't think it's in the middle of the store, so I don't think
Oh, that's
so.
a waste of a car.
Have you met Hogan? He's not the brightest. He
He's
probably
there
could.
occasionally, but he wasn't there when we were there.
Well, yeah, he's working. He's got to make money. So my thought is, it says since 2012 that was established. That's pretty impressive that shop could last for 7 years. Because you're in Orlando. You're in Orlando. That's kind of like the tourist traps.
It's closer to Universal. It's down that
The
way.
better studio, the better park.
Nah.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying they let you wear robes in that park.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. We got some Disney talk later. So get ready. Get ready. So Blake's not here. He's protesting in some city. We don't know which one. Jim's not here because he is protesting in another city. And so we got those two. They've been called away for work. So it's just me, Jeff, and Doug this week. So, Jeff, you got anything going on? Anything new? Exciting?
Other than I finally got around to teaching you and your family how to play Bunny Kingdom.
Yes, Bunny Kingdom, a great tabletop game. You got it as a gift for my son, who's 9.
Yes.
And we are obsessed with it in the household.
I saw that. I came over Saturday and we played a game, and then I see you keep tweeting every day. We're playing another game.
I wanted to give you I wanted to show you that we have been playing the last 2 nights after that. So we've had 3 nights in a row.
And you've won them all.
I have won them all. I'm 3-0, and I'm going to retire. Last night, it's a great game. You're trying to build little fiefs,
Fiefs, how it's pronounced.
like
I call
little
it pronounced
territories
fief. Yeah.
with bunnies and that, and you harvest resources and that. And I figured out a way to win last night. My wife and my son played, and the second time they played, third time for my son. And my son is kind of like you. He gets a lot of the stuff down. He gets the cards and puts them down towards the end, so you get the goals at the end.
Yeah.
My wife is kind of all over the place. She's still trying to figure out what to do. Me, she likes the mountains, though. There's mountain areas.
Yeah.
She always goes for the mountains. So she's the mountain bunnies. Me, on the other
She's
hand,
trying to hoard the three
cities.
castles or whatnot.
that is true. Me, on the other hand, I build up as much territory as possible in the beginning, and then that way I can get such a big lead that I don't have to worry about it at the end. I don't have as much down in my hand, the cards. So it's a fun game, though. I have to say it's probably going to be about an A or so for me.
Ooh, you're going A.
We've already started looking at the expansion. So I'm pretty excited about it.
3 games in, and you're ready for the expansion.
I'm pretty much hooked on it, and so is my wife and kid, my oldest son. So did you like it a lot?
I did. That's why I got it for you.
That's right. So yeah, I like I said, it's Ticket to Ride is one of my favorite games,
Yes.
and this one might be passing it after a few more
Ooh.
times. I liked it.
It different strategies, so I'm not going to necessarily say, "Oh, Ticket to Ride sucks compared to this." I love them both, but they give you a different feel when you play them.
Yeah. So, but anything else going on?
Just getting ready to go back to Origins, as
Okay.
I mentioned earlier.
Do you have a budget for games?
0.
Okay.
Are you going with Blake?
No, I am not going to play.
Is Blake going?
Not that I know of.
Oh, he goes Gen Con.
Oh,
Yes.
that's right.
That's right.
Yes, that's an indie in August, I think.
Are you playing Axis and Allies?
I will not be playing Axis and Allies.
Because if you started it on Thursday, you won't be
might
done.
be done by Sunday.
Or you've moved at least 3 squares.
I might be done by Sunday. Thursday through Sunday, if you play every waking hour and get like maybe 4 hours of sleep a night, and then rage quit 4 days into it, then I could be done by Sunday.
I feel like Axis and Allies, it looks like a boring game.
I could never get into it. I think the biggest problem I have is right off the bat, you're pretty much stuck on what you're allowed to do. Mm-hmm. Like, I'd rather play Risk, because Risk I can do whatever I want. With Axis and Allies, if you're the Axis, then you have these as winning parameters for Germany to win or whatnot. And then these, if you're the United States, you have to do this. And it's like, but I don't even want to be teamed with Britain. Screw Britain. I'm going to bomb Britain.
Hey! We're on Nerdly.
Oh, yeah.
Not good. Okay. Good day, mate.
Take that, Russia. Yeah.
If you're the Axis powers in the game, if you're Germany, do you win by not getting USA involved in the war? Is that how you win?
I think it starts with the U.S. already involved.
I'm just saying USA. Say,
Do you want to be Germany in that game?
You probably don't.
But somebody has to
Somebody
be.
has to be. That's
Can you play multiple people, or is it always 2 players?
Yeah, apparently Oh no, it's 5 players is usually how it's.
Well, who else are
done.
you?
You're Germany and Japan.
Okay.
And then U.S., U.K., and Russia.
Oh,
I think
okay.
those are the 5 playable
You
countries.
would be Italy. Somebody does jump in and play Italy, but then they quit. They quit. We're out. We're out. We're out. No, we were never Axis.
Yeah, we were there for 2 turns. That's all.
See ya. Have a good day. Have a good day. Buy some pizza.
Nobody gets to be France.
No, France is already pretty much under Nazi control at the start of the game.
We have the Nazis. We have given up. Do not go after us.
Yes, but yeah, I don't think it's a very tolerant game that someone is forced to be Nazis.
Because Nazis are never good.
Well, you said in The Sound of Music they are.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I would play the Sound of Music tabletop game as the Nazis.
Okay.
I would do that.
Well, then pretend that's what you're doing if you play Axis and Allies as the
bit
Nazis.
of sugar? No, bam. Shot you.
And then you're like, all right, let's hunt down the Von Trapps.
Wait a minute. I think bit of sugar is Mary Poppins, isn't
Yes,
it?
it is.
Are they in Nazis in Mary Poppins?
No.
Sure,
Okay.
why not? They're the Banks family.
Maybe
I think
they-
those are Nazis.
Maybe in the new one. I didn't see that.
Did you know Robert Plant did Addicted to Love? Did you know that?
Yes.
you know that?
Yeah, it was interesting.
Speaking of that, I do want to say thanks to Neil from Dark Angels Pretty Freaks last week. We apologize to any guests we did insult. That were
Which is
not on
every other guest we've ever had.
I did have a question for him. He said, no 50-year-old needs to have their nipples pierced. I'm turning 50 next month.
Yeah.
I was going to go have my nipples pierced for that. So
I like
he's saying that's a bad idea.
I think so.
Well, let's double check. We'll tweet at Neil. Find
Okay.
out
I'll
if
check.
Doug should get his nipples
Okay,
pierced for his
okay.
50th birthday.
We should put that as the poll of the week.
Sure, why not?
Should Doug get his nipples pierced for his 50th birthday? I like that. Speaking of the poll of the week, we had a lot of Disney themed stuff this week. What future Disney/Pixar film are you most looking forward to seeing? And here we go.
So disappointed.
I got options.
So disappointed at our listeners or our voters.
Well, it did change a
I'm
little
sure
bit.
it changed, but not well enough that the right movie is at the top.
No. It's a tough one here. So here we go. The options were The Lion King, which is a live-action CGI film.
Yeah, live action. It's otherly animated.
The Toy Story 4, Frozen 2, and Onward. Has anyone seen the Onward trailer? We put it on our
I
history
have,
of
yes.
Facebook.
I have seen
Bad
the
Ideas
Onward
Facebook.
trailer.
It looks interesting. It's like the mystical creatures, but they've kind of gotten lazy and evolved. I guess the city around them. It should be interesting. Is that this year?
I don't believe so.
Is that
I think
next-
It's
year?
probably 2020.
Yeah.
So those are your 4 options. In last place, Onward with 15% of the vote.
I voted
Yeah.
for that.
Did you?
I would have, but I didn't see the poll, so I didn't vote.
If he'd pin them to the top of his Twitter, you could see them.
That is my bad. I did
I've
not do that.
mentioned that several times. It's I'm going to do that. Yeah.
We got a lot of votes, though. We got a decent amount. Tied for second place, or third, I guess you could say. The Lion King and Toy Story 4 with 26%. Frozen 2 got 33%.
Did the trailer coming out today boost it?
Is there a new trailer for Frozen 2?
Yeah, it came out today.
I saw the poster came out.
No, the trailer did.
Okay.
I have not seen either the poster or the new trailer.
Supposedly her parents might be alive.
I heard that rumor, and I don't think I'd like it if that's
Yeah,
true.
I like the other rumor that
Does that mean she's no longer the queen then? If her parents come back, she just go back
that's
down to
true.
just being a
Well,
princess?
she kills them.
Oh,
I could
okay
get
then.
behind that.
Okay.
I could get behind that. Maybe a paparazzi thing.
Oh yeah,
I like
okay.
that idea.
Yeah.
I like Frozen. I liked it. It was different. I enjoyed it.
Wasn't as good as Tangled or Moana, but sure.
Moana's better. Tangled, I Have a Dream is a great song. I have a dream, I have a dream. That's all I know.
There really weren't a whole lot of great songs that I liked from Frozen. So if you're just comparing songs,
No. I'm comparing the whole thing. I think it's because I didn't know what Frozen was about going into it, and I liked it. I like that the sisters had a connection.
Up until I think 9 months before the movie came out, they didn't know what it was going to be about either.
That's what I've heard, that they
Yes.
changed a lot.
Yes.
Because they were originally
Wow.
going to just make her a bad guy, Elsa.
Right. They didn't, the sisters came in late. So
Yeah.
it was like, hey, what if they were sisters?
wow, the sisters came in late. That seems to be the basis of the entire movie.
Well, wasn't it called the Ice Queen?
Yeah.
Well,
They've
yeah,
been
that's
working
what
on it
it's
for
based
years.
off
trying
of
to,
the Ice Queen fairy tale.
Yeah, because this was in development for a long time.
Yeah.
almost as long as Gigantic.
There's still hope. You never know.
I don't
Nothing's
know.
ever dead at Disney.
Did you see the villains in Gigantic?
Well, they'll change.
I hope so, because they looked really bad. Basically, it was Jack and the Beanstalk. He goes up there, and this 60-foot girl, teenage girl, finds him in the land of the giants, and she's afraid of the, I was going to say frost giants. That's Thor. I forget what the other giants were called, but they're 120 feet, and they looked very Hercules-like, like that type of cartoon. But the rest of the show wasn't a cartoon, like what they've released. It wasn't. It was weird. But they spent $90 million on it. We talked about this before, and they canceled it. So it could come back. Could come back. I think it could have potential. So there's been a lot more animation released of it. Stills, animation stills of it since they canceled it. Zootopia 2 and 3 is most likely getting greenlit.
Yeah.
2 and 3.
Yeah.
That's why I voted for Onward, is because everything else is just, unoriginal.
Well, Zootopia is getting a Zootopia land in Shanghai
Right.
Disney.
Correct.
See, Doug, look at me. I'm up on this.
And
I've done research.
spouting out all these sequels,
Yeah.
and the first Disney animated sequel ever was 1990,
Which one was that?
Rescuers Down Under.
Have you seen the rest
Yeah,
of
this could become a Disney podcast.
It could.
You're on the line. It could just be boom.
It's when you show up, it becomes
it
a Disney
could be.
podcast.
It's,
No, you guys talk Disney when I'm not here.
usually it's Blake
And
cursing.
usually I'm just shaking my head going, oh my God, they're so wrong about that.
I think that's the point. I mean, we're never wrong until we're proven
That's
wrong.
right.
Like Avatar Land. Great
Pandora,
area.
World of Avatar.
Whatever. No, I like Zootopia a lot. I really did.
It was just on before I headed out here.
Have you seen the whole thing?
Yeah, I've seen that one before.
Okay. I really like Zootopia a lot. I'm intrigued by Zootopia Land. I haven't seen anything online. Do you know when that's opening?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Are they going to have a small little land for all the small creatures?
I liked how they incorporated everything like that.
So like a small land that only kids can go into, and then they'll kidnap your kids while they're in there?
Or Peter Dinklage.
Okay.
It'll have lots of bushes because the kids over there like to crap in the bushes. So,
What?
yeah.
What? In Shanghai Disney?
Yes.
Why do they crap in the bushes?
That's just their
That's where you crap.
society. Yeah. They have
Okay.
to put up signs saying
Don't poop in the bushes.
exactly.
Good for them. Good for them. Is there, since your son is now, chained to Disney, is there any scoop about any rides? Because Universal's coming out with Hagrid's Magical Forest Journey thing.
Nothing he would tell me would I tell you.
Okay, good call. Good call.
But they are working on the Guardians of the Galaxy ride.
Well, that's for the Twilight Zone they're taking out, right?
No, that was in Disneyland.
Oh, okay.
Now here they took out Ellen DeGeneres' Universal Energy ride.
What the fuck is that?
It was a really lame ride.
Why the hell does Ellen DeGeneres have
Now,
a ride?
which park was this in? The Magic Kingdom?
No, this is an Epcot.
Okay, Epcot.
So
that sounds like an Epcot.
That's a lesser
thing.
park, isn't
so
it?
the building for University of Energy is basically just the line to get into. This building is huge,
Yeah.
and it's going to be some sort of storytelling roller coaster
For Guardians?
for Guardians.
Now, this was the energy thing that they've had since the beginning.
Yes,
they just
yes.
renamed
Like the tube
it Ellen
lights?
DeGeneres.
Ellen DeGeneres was in it
Okay.
then, and
This is with the giant colorful tubes, right? Like lights above you and all that?
I don't remember that.
Okay.
It
I don't
was-
remember
It was one where you go in to take a nap in
Okay.
air conditioning because it's like 45 minutes long. But yeah, that the conceit is, the rumor is that when he was younger, his mom took Peter Quill to Epcot. So that's the thinking behind. I don't know if that's true, but that's the rumor. But that's
So they're going back to Epcot from the 80s.
supposedly yes. Supposedly in the line there, they're going to have a lot of the retro stuff.
Do they go to Tomorrowland in it?
You do,
not
but
in
there's nothing
Epcot.
there.
Oh. It takes you 2 hours to get
Yes,
to Tomorrowland, and then nothing's there.
Well, aren't we already past the time that Tomorrowland was supposed to be looking towards?
We are. If anybody hasn't seen it, Tomorrowland, great film. You should really check it out.
I was talking about specifically the land
The
in
land tomorrow-
Disney.
Oh.
Yeah.
But let's talk something exciting. Universal has Jurassic Park or Jurassic World, the boat ride coming out soon. I'm excited for it.
Sounds about as exciting as the Avatar
Shut
boat
up.
ride.
Shut up. I've been looking online for any leaks of it. Can't find it, but I'm excited for it. They said there's only one animate or screen part of it, like it's on the screen. The thing is the Monosaurus, whatever the shark dinosaur thing that comes out of the water, and it hits the glass and the water squirts out at you. Is what it does. So, but then the rest of it is all animatronics. So I thought that was kind of cool.
Is that the ride where, if depending on what time of day it is, the video will show that?
What do you mean?
So, like, as you,
So if it's at nighttime, you're watching a night scene.
as in the video, yeah, I think it's the one where you're watching it, and I guess it's in a tank, and so you see the water above on the video screen. But as if it's nighttime, it will look nighttime there.
Huh.
If it's raining, supposedly you will see the rain hit the water.
That's pretty
if it's
cool.
raining outside, whatever the weather is outside, the actual ride is what will be in there. That's what I've heard.
Huh.
Well, I like that.
I like that idea. Yeah, supposedly the ending is
You get eaten.
no,
You get killed.
the Tyrannosaurus Rex fights the Indominus Rex from Jurassic World. And then that's when you go down the 40-foot or 60-foot hill at the end. That is breaking news on here. I'm just saying, we could be a Universal Disney.
I was at Universal. I was on their City Walk.
Yeah. You didn't go in the rides, though, did you?
Well, it costs money.
It costs money to get into the
City
park.
Walk's free.
And there are certain people who said, "Oh, it's a better deal." No, Universal costs just as much as Disney.
Yeah, but they're a better park, so it's a better deal. Oh, did I say that?
What about SeaWorld? SeaWorld's like, we're still
Give me
here.
the socks back.
No, so does Universal still have the Marvel roller coasters, like
Yes.
the Spider-Man and Hulk? How
Yes.
long do they have those the rights for?
I think in perpetuity.
Oh,
The contract's pretty ironclad,
oh wow,
or as Jason would say, ironclad.
Ironclad.
Yeah. So supposedly, the story was they were working on a deal that give them back to Disney if Disney didn't make the Wizard of Oz movie, because they wanted to change it to that. And Disney
Who
went,
cares about the
Disney
Disney
went
made-
ahead and did that.
Oh, that movie wasn't worth it for
No,
Disney, was
no,
it?
No.
Oh, having the rights back of Marvel is what much more important
Yes.
than a Wizard of Oz sequel.
You have chosen poorly.
So they only have the rights to certain characters. That's why they can do Guardians of the Galaxy. They'll cover their monorails with
Shield.
Avengers, upcoming movies, and one of the monorails goes through Epcot. The wraps cannot be on those monorails because technically that would be in the park then. So they have to be on the other monorails that just go around to the resorts.
Well,
That's kind of fun.
Any more Disney talk we want to talk about?
no, I think I'm good.
Okay.
I think listeners have some Disney talk. they
We
might
do.
wanna
Let's get
ask.
some listener feedback. Listener feedback.
Oh yeah, we got to get loud. Loud noises.
Brought to you by Hogan's Beach Shop. Oh, yeah, if you're in Orlando, come on by International Square and stop on in, buy some shit.
You can get your own mustache.
Yeah, that's right. I'm Jimmy Hart here. Yeah. I'm broke.
Oh, that's Jimmy Hart. Now I get it.
I believe I can fly. That was Brooke
believe-
Hogan.
Children are our future.
Anyways, number one fan, Doug. Let's see here. Listener feedback. Doug, would you like to read your own?
Sure. Okay. What are your guys' opinion of the Alabama abortion laws that are coming in?
That's not on my outline.
Well, the way I figured it is, you don't answer my questions anyways. Why don't I just throw out good questions that you're not going to answer?
I'm really excited about Galaxy's Edge. I really am excited.
My question last week about the 5 years later, these people show up. Their
Yes.
houses have been abandoned.
Yes.
Jobs have been eliminated. You guys didn't answer
Did
any
we
of
not
it.
answer that?
No.
I
You went
thought we
on-
talked for about 20 minutes.
But it had nothing to do with that.
I blame Neil.
Also, I was like, well, okay, I hope that answers your question.
That is an
No.
interesting dynamic.
We were just discussing at work the other day, or maybe it was even today, about, the people who, say, died as a result of other people disappearing. Like the pilot on the plane
Yes.
disappeared, so everybody else in that plane crashed and died. They didn't come back, did they?
No, I would not think so.
Just the people that got zapped out.
Yes.
So, wow.
On what show? I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
In the Avengers,
Oh,
Endgame.
oh, sorry.
But the pilot disappeared and the plane crashed.
we saw a helicopter crashing in one
Yes.
scene.
Are they
so-
contractors? Because then they have an air fight. It is an interesting dynamic because what happens, because those houses have not been paid for 5 years. So, but then half the
Are they
staff.
moldy? Where did the
Oh,
people
yeah.
go?
Well,
What happened to the
I don't know.
it
I don't know
sounds-
because half the mold should have been wiped out too.
Okay.
that is true.
Yes.
So I may know something about foreclosed houses, but I'm not saying I do. But if I did, that would be a very interesting dynamic.
Does that mean he also brought back the mold that was snapped out of existence?
there you go.
Well, it is all half. That is interesting. I don't know. I think you could do squatters' rights, Doug, with it. I think you could do squatters' rights. Of course, at that point, then I'm taking the fucking biggest house that I can have. You know,
Do we have enough food to feed all these people?
that
Oh.
brought came back.
Yes.
No, not anymore. Any surplus we had would have been probably rotten, and
Right.
Is the trees gone?
apparently half of them. It said all life.
Okay. That would be a weird looking
Now
forest.
they might have meant sentient life, but they didn't say that.
Correct, because animals are gone. Half of animals
Sure.
is what the director said.
Okay. Well,
So-
if half the animals left, and I would have to assume half the plants.
Maybe
and
just-
protozoa.
Maybe just the top half of the trees got eliminated. Maybe that's what happened. We just have stumps. It's like the Giving Tree, the very end. It's just that. Did I mention the Giving Tree is a fucking horrible book?
You have mentioned that in the past, yeah.
No, Verdi's worse.
What?
Verdi,
What the hell's
I don't
Verdi?
know.
about
what
a
that
green
is.
snake. Oh, I hated it. My
I've
son.
never heard of
Yeah, it was horrible.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah,
It's probably a 90s book.
Could be. Could be.
I don't remember
It
Verdi.
was stupid 90s books. Like
Uh,
Verdi and Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. My kid's really into that. My oldest. God, as long
You
as
should go down to Universal.
we have looked at Universal. We have looked at it, but now with your son there at Disney, maybe.
They just opened a very inexpensive, or they're opening the 27th maybe. It's at the Surfside. The rumor is you can get a 3 queen bed room for $110.
At Universal.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Supposedly they're trying to
Lure families.
put all the cheap hotels along International Drive out of business.
That's why I don't care.
Yeah. Because they're
As long as I can go there reasonably, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Do it. Do it. Let's see here. So the answer is yes, Doug. Yes.
Okay, okay.
Yes. I'm just saying, if Alabama passes that abortion bill, we're pulling out any promotion we do in Alabama. I'm just saying that.
Okay.
I'm about to say, I suppose our insulting of Alabama would still continue, though.
Oh, God, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, again, they don't have electricity, so they won't hear us anyways. So, just saying. It's all by gaslight down there. This talkie's coming on, Zorro. And then after that, the Shadow.
That one Alabama listener who's just hate listening to us. I'll show you.
I reckon, why they pick on Alabama? We're 49th in the school systems.
Take
Fuck
that,
you, Mississippi.
Roll Tide.
You're died. Did they win this year?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, roll tide that. Suck it. I don't even know why we hate Alabama so much. Maybe it is the roll tide of Nick Saban. Maybe that's it.
I'm not opposed to hating them because of that.
Okay. I'm
I'll
good with that.
also hate them because they try to elect officials who,
Oh, yeah, did they?
like to touch little children.
Yeah, the Roy Moore.
Yeah, that's his
Yeah,
name.
yeah.
I
was
tried
going
to forget his name.
I was going to say Roy Jones Jr., but he's a boxer.
Yeah, different person
Not
completely.
different.
But-
Roy Moore
But in defense of Alabama, they was at the U.S. Rocket Museum down there is very nice.
in Huntsville.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we're at NX Huntsville.
Outside of Space Camp.
Yes.
The movie? Because that was a horrible film,
Oh, come on. That was like Joaquin Phoenix when he was known as Leaf.
and he was alive. Okay, what else we got?
Joaquin Phoenix is still alive.
Oh, that was River Phoenix. Who sang Addicted to Love? I don't get it.
Robert Palmer.
Plant. Okay. Got it now. I'm an idiot. From Besotted Geek.
Yes, this is a question I need answered.
Why-
Or just explained to me because I don't get it.
Why can't I wear my Jedi robe, bought on location, mind you, inside the park at Disney? Universal Studios lets me wear my Harry Potter robe. Defend your boys, Doug.
Well, they just put out something today about what you can and cannot wear.
At Disney.
Yeah, so they have like Disney bounding, which is
Is that like S&M?
no,
Sounds
no,
a little
no,
odd.
No, not bondage, bounding, where it's you dress in like the colors of a character or something. So it's you have like say red pants and black shirt,
White gloves.
Your Disney bounding is Mickey. You're not looking, so it's that type of thing. So you can do that, and then you could dress like citizens of Batuu, which is like kind of like what Luke wore in the first one, the robes and like Rey wears.
Oh, this is in Galaxy's Edge.
This is in Galaxy's Edge. You can do this.
Okay.
The robes, I'm not quite sure. I mean, a couple of years ago they came out with, because people were dressing up like, there was a woman that dressed up like Tinkerbell. There was a guy that looked like Santa that would dress as Santa,
So some of it is also because they have characters dressed
Correct.
as this. You don't want to confuse it.
Correct.
I have no issue
They
with
have a
that.
Santa Claus character?
No, but the guy was getting kids to come to him as Santa, and they said,
Whoa. That's
yeah,
a little creepy.
Exactly,
Okay,
exactly,
okay.
exactly. So they said,
I'm fine with that rule.
You need to change your, because he wore red, and
Yeah.
it wasn't a Santa outfit, but it's like, you need to change your shirt,
Shirt on my lap.
Because you have a gray beard, you're not allowed to wear a red shirt. Oh my God, are these Nazis running this?
It's not just a gray beard. He's more than just a gray beard.
He had a reindeer with him, too.
So
Would you like to jump on my red nose?
So this is supposed to be an immersive environment. I understand that. The Jedi robes, technically there's no Jedi in Batuu, or Black Spire Outpost, as we all know. The
Correct.
city is called. So,
At Galaxy's End. So,
Galaxy's Edge, but
again, and I think
At the end of the galaxy?
I think you should have...
Edge of the Galaxy.
If they're trying to do realism, I don't have a problem with it because the 500-pound man that lives in the parents' basement, he has no Jedi skills. So I have no issue him not wearing a robe or a lot of them because most of them probably couldn't even.
Oh, you're only
lightsaber.
allowed to wear the robes if you have skills now?
Yes.
Jeez.
Otherwise, stick with your Donatello, Raphael, robe. Oh, that's Jim. Sorry. Anyways, so I did hear that you can buy a lightsaber though.
Yes.
$200.
$200.
Yeah.
And then that's just the basic one, not the make your own.
No, that is
That
to
is
make,
a make your own.
Oh, that's
You
a
get a
make your
kyber
own?
crystal.
It does look
And-
cool.
Yes, but like with Harry Potter, they have like Ollivanders, which is the wand shop.
Yeah.
So there's this whole performance that you can see, and whether you buy a wand or not doesn't matter.
But you can watch the
But
performance.
you can watch it. The way I understand what this is, you only get to make your lightsaber when you first pay the $200. Then you can go in and do this sort of thing. So
My question is with the wand.
So you have to pay the money to get into the door?
to get into the area to make the, I don't know what the shop
And
was.
that's like per person going in? So like...
well, it's per lightsaber.
I think if you had a
So you
kid
can
and
buy
they-
one for your entire family, so 5 of you can get
I would
in.
assume so. I think, yeah, I don't
If you
know.
buy it for your whole family, that's getting broken within 2 days. Give me it. No, you
But-
give me it.
But here's the deal. See, so the lighted part of it is a separate piece.
Oh, you mean it's not a real lightsaber?
No, it is not a real lightsaber.
Oh, man, I thought Disney created those already.
But you can't walk around the area with the lighted piece in your lightsaber.
What the fuck is going on here?
well, they don't want you to have a weapon.
Right, and you're not allowed having selfie sticks on rides and such like that.
Well,
But
no, you know what? I
well,
think they should.
You
because
should never have selfie sticks. Those are stupid and should be banned
who would have a
everywhere.
selfie stick? I don't know anybody who would have a selfie stick.
Anyway.
So going back to the robe. So
Yeah.
technically there's no Jedi in there, so you're not really a character. But then again, if this is under
Well, you're not
the...
a character. You're a Jedi visiting the planet.
Correct. I mean, but you couldn't be confused for a character because
Well,
there's no other Jedi
Because
there.
people are stupid, I have to watch what I wear.
Well, you wouldn't wear anything under the robe. That's the
But
issue.
My thing would be...
Why would you wear anything under the robe?
But if...
I don't
the
think
robe
Obi-Wan's
is
got
your
anything.
clothes.
I don't think Obi-Wan's got anything under there.
Is that a lightsaber, or are you just happy to see
That's
it?
right.
Well, I'm not allowed to have a lightsaber, so...
Can you dress as IG-88?
You can't cover your face.
Okay.
Adults can. The kids can.
Yeah.
Adults can't. Anything over
So
14.
kids are allowed to be terrorists, but adults aren't. I mean,
Down the
Disney is
hall.
just making up rules.
Playing the part of Blake this week is Jeff. Doug, I'm with you on this
Yes,
Disney
yes,
thing.
yes,
I'm
yes.
with you. I'm with you. I love our new overlords. I have no issue with it. You keep making good films from Marvel and that, I'm fine with that. Fucking do anything you want. I'm fine with that.
So yeah, I don't understand why you can't wear a robe. Possibly because the bad guys control the city. And if you were a Jedi,
They would shoot you.
Yes. So
I don't have an issue
Well,
with that.
an immersive experience, and that is something that they should do. Yes. You wear the robe, they say, "Excuse me, Jedi, we will kill you," and then kick you out of the park.
that'd be a good idea.
The whole park.
If that's
the
the
whole park.
reason, I can immersively. If you're going to take on this characteristic, that can you be a Jedi not wearing Jedi robes? Though is that a
You
requirement?
could dress
to be
like
a
Darth.
Jedi?
You could dress like Luke Skywalker in all black.
Or Darth Maul. Can I do Darth Maul? I know he's Sith and all, but can I walk around dressed as Darth Maul, just not with the makeup? Because apparently
I think you would
can't
be
wear...
more Dengar, wouldn't you?
Oh,
You
I'd
have-
love to be Dengar if they'd let me, but apparently I'm not allowed to wear like bandages wrapped around my head.
Or be a sucky character.
Oh, they'll let sucky characters be there. I've been to Disney World before.
That's why they kick out all the hobos. They think they're dressed as Dengar.
Dengar.
I'm not a hobo. I'm Dengar.
yeah. Say it to the crowd. Say it to the police. Bosk doesn't have this issue. Just saying.
Bosk is stupid.
Bosk is awesome. He's at the Comic Expo this year. I got a scoop that somebody else is coming to the expo.
Really? Someone else?
Me.
Doug is going to be there. I can't, say it completely. When there was
Brad from the cinema guys.
when there's a will, there is a way. So I just give you a little hint there. There's a will and a way. Hey Jeff, what's bread made out of?
Flour.
Rye.
Anyways, what else we got from Neil? What are your top 5? Fuck you. What are your top 5 favorite Italian dishes? Foods. We were going to do this for our top 5 today, and then Doug's like, "This is stupid." So
No,
I was
I
like,
didn't say that.
I'm sorry. The exact quote was, "Well, I guess Hobie jumped the shark." I think that was it. So we moved
your next one wasn't any better.
the secondary characters.
I think you've done that one.
No, we've done something similar to it. Who deserves it?
I think you're running out of ideas.
Oh, we ran out
top
of ideas
five?
a year
Yes,
ago at
yes.
least.
We keep asking people.
And Neil gave us one, and now we got...
Yeah.
Top 5 Italian dishes.
I can only think of 2.
Okay.
Mini ravioli and beefaroni.
Oh, God.
That's the only 2 I could think of.
SpaghettiOs
With meatballs or without?
with meatballs.
Do both.
Oh, you have to have it with
Now we're up to
meatballs.
4.
What about hot dogs? The hot dogs ones taste like ass.
Yeah.
Beefaroni?
I said beefaroni.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I'm Blake, I know. but-
Sorry.
Well, here you go. Cheese ravioli and beef ravioli.
There we go. Top 5.
I like your top 5. Those are 4 of my top 5. Lasagna is another one for me.
I like lasagna.
Lasagna's good.
Veal piccata. That's good.
Did he used to sing in the 60s like on Lawrence Welk?
Sure.
Veal Piccata?
Yeah.
Veal Piccata's up next. Yes, and his big band.
Apparently, that sounds like the name of a big
It
band
does.
leader to
It
Jason.
does. Veal Piccata. It's not unusual to be loved. Anyways, who else you got?
Let's see. Pizza. I got pizza.
Is that really Italian?
It's Italian inspired, so it's close. It's
Okay.
as Italian as everything on Doug's list.
Okay. Okay.
All right, here we go. Margaretta pizza.
Ugh.
But it's Italian.
Can we all agree anything that's made at Olive Garden is not Italian?
I won't agree to that.
No.
I like Olive Garden. I don't care what everybody else says.
Okay. Breadsticks is one of my
Hey, we
top
have
5.
one opening up on the
Oh,
west side of
breadsticks.
town,
There you
so-
go. Breadsticks is a top 5 Italian dish.
What did you say, Dan?
So we have an Olive Garden going to be opening soon. So
Oh,
do.
you do?
Don't be bad mouthing.
Oh, sorry, my bad. My bad.
Unlimited soup. That is one of my favorite Italian dishes.
Not the salad.
Oh, no. Soup and breadsticks.
Have you seen Jeff? He's not eating salads.
I mean, come on. I mean, unlimited lettuce. Yay.
Give me the salad, extra ranch. Hold the salad.
I don't like ranch.
You are a Nazi.
I think Nazis are the ones that like ranch. Come
Yeah.
on.
What else you got? Anything else?
I thought I gave 5.
Okay. Well, I was just asking. Really, you like the SpaghettiOs with the hot dogs?
No,
No, I never said that.
Oh, okay.
Are you listening to me at all?
It's a concussion.
Yeah.
My question is this: have you had like Chef Boyardee since you've been an adult?
My daughter will eat it from time to time.
Okay. As an adult, it does not taste good.
I
The ravioli's not bad. The mini ravioli's not bad.
No, no, all right. I'm trying to remember. It's not the Chef Boyardee. It's Campbell's, I suppose, now owns the SpaghettiOs.
Oh.
Because SpaghettiOs aren't Chef Boyardee.
Oh, my bad.
But the SpaghettiOs with meatballs, I still like those.
Okay.
the Campbell's.
Last time I had
Franco-American, I think, used to be.
Okay, that sounds right. I remember last time I had the SpaghettiOs, it was like 5 years ago, and it just tasted like the soup, like the sauce in it was so bad.
That's why you need to make sure you have the meatballs in
The
it.
meatballs are good. I like the little meatballs.
Of course, I remember.
Now, granted, it's not good for you.
No. Preservatives, 10,000.
I remember as a kid getting sick and throwing up beefaroni,
Oh,
and it was probably 20 years before I tried it again.
Yeah,
about
beefaroni's not that
6
good
or 8 years ago. I threw up the brownies from Little Debbie's with the little nuts on them. I've not had them since. Zebra cakes I'll have,
Yeah.
but yeah, those brownies.
Brownies, those are disappointing brownies, to be honest.
I used to
Little
like
Debbie
them enough.
brownies.
I still like ding dongs.
What about the cosmic brownies with like the little candy pieces on top?
Oh,
Those
no,
little
no,
nuts.
no.
It's pretty much the same thing. I think I'm not a big fan of the brownies are thick and dense, and the frosting that they call it. I think I don't know. It has the texture of plastic.
You like honey buns?
I used to like honey buns.
Yeah.
They have to be the frosted honey buns. But
Okay. I like zebra cakes are my favorite.
I mean,
Well, no, fudge rounds are actually my favorite.
yeah,
The big ones. You gotta get the big ones.
I think I had too many fudge rounds as a child that I'm not a big fan of fudge rounds anymore.
I don't think you can have too many fudge rounds.
Well, I did. I found the number.
You gotta get the big ones though.
No,
Every
you-
time I
no,
go
you
on
don't.
vacation, I get a box of those fudge rounds. So
Didn't you have enough growing up as a kid?
the oatmeal cake.
No, not the
That
fudge
was our
rounds.
breakfast.
Yeah,
It
growing
was
up as
always
a kid, we had-
Hostess or Little
No, no.
Debbie's or
Well-
Great Start breakfast.
Well, here's the funny thing. So the Hostess and that
Pop-Tarts.
the snack cakes and that they're snack cakes. My wife still goes, "Why are you eating these for breakfast?" If we get them, because our parents still sometimes buy them for us when we stop by.
They don't buy us groceries anymore.
They buy us. Yeah, it's real nice. Maybe they don't love you anymore.
That could be.
Maybe you're in the will and I'm not, so they're just buying.
They could live with you when they get old. Then that's fine.
We have steps.
What do you mean get?
Good point.
They have a son that's turning 50 this year. I think they're old.
And I'm not the oldest one.
No. But no, my wife still is boggled because she's like, "Why are you eating fudge rounds for breakfast?" I was like, "These are breakfast foods." She's like, "No, they're not. They're snack cakes." And I'm like, and I really did not know until I became an adult that those were not breakfast items. I'm not kidding.
Well, what's the difference between those and other items that they serve? Pop-Tarts,
Donuts.
or donuts. I mean, it's the same difference.
That's true.
I mean, it's I know he's not someone who we are supposed to talk about in a good nature anymore, but the old Bill Cosby stand-up routine
Oh dear.
about how he has to feed the kids breakfast, and he's like, they want cake, and he's like, "What's in cake? Milk, eggs. Sure, this is a great breakfast."
Roofies.
Yeah. Dad is great. He gives us chocolate cake. It's a great bit.
What about snowballs? The pink snowballs?
I like them.
I do
but I
too.
like coconut.
I don't like coconut, but I like the pink snowballs. Twinkies?
Twinkies are a disappointment. There's
They're
not much flavor to them.
I feel like they've really cut back on the cream.
They were originally a banana cream, and I think that would be better. But now that vanilla cream is just not that.
I feel like it's more sponge you're eating.
Yeah, that's all you're eating. Yes.
Doug, anything on
You're on cake talk here.
Zingers.
Zingers are awful.
No, they're not.
They used to be
Great
better when they were
special-
covered entirely with chocolate instead of just the top.
I don't
might have been
remember
before-
that.
That was
Wow.
when they first came out. I think they were entirely.
Wow.
What about mini muffins? My kids are obsessed with those
They're
things.
just muffins. They're a breakfast food.
They are. If we're in a hurry, we're like, grab some mini muffins. Let's go. We're going. The Great Starts breakfast were bad. Those were like 800 calories. Silver dollar
Saturated
pancakes.
fat on
Yes.
them. Yes.
I remember my mom. She would microwave those every morning for me.
No,
Just
okay,
for me.
for you.
Yeah, because I was the youngest. I was the most loved until they got older. So then, but like if she microwaved it too long, because my mom sometimes microwaves stuff too long or cooks things so, and
Sometimes.
it was like the inside of the silver dollar pancake was okay. The outside was like crust, like a rock.
Okay. I was discussing this with my wife just recently. back in our day, see, you couldn't microwave those things. You had to put them in the oven.
Really? The Great Starts?
Yes, before
Wow.
everything was. I don't even know
I
if we had a
don't think
microwave
I've
back then.
ever had one of these. What you're talking about?
Okay, so their Great Start breakfasts, and they would have French toast, sausage, usually that's it.
Yeah.
Or silver dollar pancakes, 6 of them, those little ones, and then sausage or bacon. The bacon was awful. It was like rubber. And then basically you would just microwave it. You pull this, make a little slit, and you would microwave it for like 3 minutes. And like growing up, it's like, oh, these were always fun. And then you look at the calories, like when you get
When
older.
they changed the labels around and they had to put the nutrition on, it was like, good God, these are horrible.
Yes, they are not good for you. So yeah, they had a lot of different. And I remember they had the waffles; those were awful.
Okay, but what I was going to say is, she used to bake them in the oven for us.
Okay.
Wouldn't it have been easier just to make us eggs? It probably would have been quicker.
Quicker, yeah. Eggs and
toast.
pancakes.
Just even eggs. Just eggs, yeah, and toast. Probably would have been quicker.
Hey, Mom.
Probably cheaper.
Probably would, because I remember they were not cheap.
No.
No,
I can't believe you never had seen those.
no. Well,
Welcome to Breakfast Talk.
yeah. Our breakfast growing up was bowl cereal.
We had that too.
Bowl cereal or Pop-Tarts. And then maybe on Saturdays or something, we would get like eggs or pancakes. And Sundays, we'd get like donuts,
If my kids don't have games going on, like baseball games or
which they always do.
not on Sundays, not always, not every Sunday. I always make a big breakfast, and the one day a week, and I do Geta. I get the griddle out though. I don't do the Great Starts breakfast. I do make sometimes pancakes from scratch from it, and make good breakfast because I like good breakfast food if you do it right. But yeah, the rest of the week it's
Although, going back on your wife complaining about why are you eating this for breakfast, it bothers me that certain foods are considered eat in the AM only foods, and certain things you don't eat in the AM.
Yeah, but some food tastes
eat
better at night.
whatever you want to eat whenever you want to eat it.
I don't have a problem with that, but tacos do not taste good at 8 in the morning.
Why not? Why not? They taste good.
Pizza
if you-
does.
I have no problem if I one day have a taco. I mean, the thing about breakfast foods is it's usually they're quick to make, so you get out and start your day. Where dinner, it's stuff that takes a long time to make. Well, in our age of fast food and everything is available, I mean, why can't I have a taco for breakfast as opposed to?
I think Taco Bell made a whole
pancakes?
breakfast menu around you.
Well, that's Taco Bell. I'm talking about
have
food.
you had the Taco Bell breakfast?
I don't eat Taco Bell. That stuff's nasty.
Doug, have you had Taco Bell breakfast?
Breakfast, no.
Have you had Taco Bell recently?
Yes, my wife picked it up the other day.
On purpose?
Yeah.
How was it?
Not good. Because we were in Florida. We ate at, was it Tijuana Flats?
Okay.
Very good Mexican food. This, not so much.
Not so much.
We need a good Mexican restaurant around here.
My wife keeps, my wife and I, we always like, there's a couple good Mexican places where we live and that, but my daughter keeps wanting to go to the Bell. She keeps calling it the Bell. And it's like, no, we are not going to the Bell. We are not going to the Bell.
Of course, now she thinks this is the Bell is going to like the ever elusive, so she's going to want it more because she.
And then
can't
she's
have
going to eat it and
now.
go, oh. So I hope that answers your question, Neil and Pusada Geek. Pittsburgh Nerd. Hi, Doug. As someone that will never go to a Disney park, what is the one thing I'm missing out on that I might regret?
Now, probably nothing.
Okay.
You know, what you can,
Space Mountain. You will regret never getting to ride Space Mountain.
I don't know, that I haven't ridden that in years.
Yeah, but you have ridden it
was
sometime
so
in your
rough.
life.
I mean, my back hurt getting out of that.
Well, yeah, but you're old now. But
Well, this was years ago.
you were old then too.
Well, that's true.
Well, I'll just say, when I was an 11-year-old kid, Space
Okay.
Mountain was the
Okay,
ride. Was
yeah.
the only reason to be at Disney World, to be honest.
Back in the day, it used to be the quality of service you got and just the intangibles they had. But, you know, because now it's more of a business and that they're kind of getting rid of that.
Yeah.
You know, the immersive lands like Pandora, the world of Avatar.
Avatar Land.
You know, Galaxy's Edge.
The end of the universe.
Galaxy's End.
Okay.
Sorry, my bad.
But I think you can get that just as well at the Harry Potter area, too.
Okay.
Universal's catching up.
Especially with Nintendo Land supposedly coming.
That'll be interesting. That'll be
2025, I think they said.
interesting. Yeah.
So I'll
When do
pose
they
this-
announce their third park? Do they wait till Galaxy's Edge open?
I think they
or-
do it in November.
Yeah, I would give it some
I would
time.
say at the end of the year.
I'll pose this to Sean. Do you go to other
Parks.
theme parks?
Hershey Park.
Hershey, yeah.
I heard not
Okay,
so good.
but now we're going to delve into theme park versus amusement park.
I'm specifically saying theme because that's what I consider what Disney
Correct,
is offering
correct.
as theme.
But like Kings Island, is that a...
That's an amusement.
That's amusement park, right.
Okay.
I won't put those in the same category because I was burnt by
What about
Disney
Busch
by
Gardens?
assuming it was an amusement park.
No, it's not
What
an
about
amusement
Busch
park.
Gardens?
Nobody goes there.
Okay.
Yeah, they're still around.
I went there
Yes,
like 20 years
yes.
ago.
I drove by there once.
Do you remember going to SeaWorld when it was up by Cleveland?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Were you there? Maybe you might have been born yet.
No, okay.
That was back in the good old days.
Up
Before
in
I was born?
Aurora, Ohio.
Yes.
Across the lake from Geauga Lake.
Let's see here. From Nisi at Nisi72. She has a compliment for us.
Wow, that's few and far between.
I finished last week's episode, and you know what I love about the show? Us. Randomness. There's no time to
On
lose
this show?
interest. Yeah. Time flies when I'm listening, and regarding so that's nice. We do get a lot of compliments on our show does move quick in terms of what we talk about. So if you don't like what we're talking about, like Disney, we move on to cake. And if you don't like
breakfast,
cake,
yes.
and if you don't like that, we'll go on to the next. Last week we talked about concussions for 15 minutes. Then we talked about sex robots. So, Doug, sex robots, teeth or no teeth? Okay, come back to it. Regarding what Smurf we are, she says, I'm Smurfette, but then she is the only girl, so not much of a choice. Well, the only girl that counts. Also, pickled eggs are delish. Doug, pickled eggs?
Never had them.
Okay. Jeff?
I need to track them down. Maybe I should check to see. We got our brand new Kroger Superstore opened 2 weeks ago, so they should have all these great dishes now. So maybe they'll have pickled eggs there.
Just to let you know, there is more than one female Smurf now. If you go by the movies, the horrible movies of Hank Azaria playing Gargamel, they find some, I
They
think.
create another female.
Yeah,
Smurf?
and then I think the new cartoon that the Smurfs came out in, I think they found another village that had women in it.
Well, the old cartoon had another. When they brought the Smurf children in, there was a girl child. I don't remember how or they
Sounds
discovered.
disturbing.
Yeah, I don't know where.
I don't know what Papa Smurf is doing to that child. I'm a little worried now.
But there were like 3 kids, which included 2 boy Smurfs and a girl Smurf, and I can't remember what her name was. But
Okay. From Brad at the Cinema Guys. What's up, Brad? Sorry, Vexy is one of the female Smurfs. She's in the Smurfs 2.
yeah, I think she was the one created by Gargamel to.
Smurf Blossom,
Ooh, that sounds terrible.
Smurf Willow, Nanny Smurf, Smurf Lily, Smurf Melody, Smurf Jade, played by Megan Trainor, the singer.
So that was probably in the latest Smurf.
Yeah, the movies.
But
Smurf Petal, Smurf Clover, and Smurf Daisy.
they all have the word Smurf at the beginning. Is that the difference
Yes,
between a
except
boy
Nanny
Smurf?
Smurf.
Mandy Smurf?
Nanny,
Oh.
like the kid's nanny, and Smurf Blossom. Yeah, there you go. So, moving
So
on.
the girl Smurfs don't have names associated with personalities. Is that
Correct.
pretty much it.
Correct.
Because I don't think Bitchy Smurf would be appropriate.
Anyways, send your complaints to Blake at Graphic.
Bitchy Smurf, batshit crazy Smurf. What other ones can we come? Top five next week.
Names you described your mother-in-law?
Well,
Dun. Anyways, moving on. From Brad at the Cinema Guys. How long should we wait for crowds to die down at Galaxy's Edge in Disneyland and opening soon in Disney World? Doug, how long?
well, I would go soon so you can get the reservation, the 4-hour window to get in, so you can seem to do most of it then. But then again, I'd also wait till the other ride opens because that's supposed to be a very
Yeah, you don't want to
Dude.
go before the
Rise of the
rides
Resistance.
are ready. You need
What is the Rise of the Resistance ride?
Trackless ride. I'm not sure. You get captured, from what I understand. You get taken onto.
Now, is it a ride or you just
you sit down
or
in a
you
car or something?
march through a
No, I think you're sitting in a
turnstiles?
car,
Okay.
and I think you get. I don't know if there's an elevator in it. You go up, get transported up to a ship, a first order ship, and then you get rescued and you get sent back down. But supposedly they're having issues with the ride.
Because there's no track, so they get lost.
This is
They're
true.
just bumper cars now.
Wandering around.
They just keep going into each other. We can't figure it out.
But
Should we
if-
do a track? Nah.
If you want to see it soon, I'd go to Disneyland because they have the reservations. Now you only get 4 hours in there, but supposedly the Millennium Falcon ride, there's not much of a wait. It's more for the cantina. So I think the talk is, well, gee, it's not that popular. So I think when it opens in Disney World, to counteract that, there will be no reservations. It'll just be a free for all.
Yeah.
And I think there's going to be long waits.
Millennium Falcon, I did go online and see the ride. Not the whole thing, but
Yeah.
they showed a lot. It looks okay.
Screen based, you
Yeah.
know. Supposedly there's a single rider line.
Okay.
So you get through quicker, and the rumor is that because there's 6 seats, so
Yes.
the first seat's a pilot, and
You got
I
the
think
co-pilot,
gunner,
pilot. Yeah, you got-
and I guess engineer's one of them,
Don't get cocky, kid.
and there
It's a trap.
the talk is that if the single riders are getting the engineer slot, they're just getting out of line and going back to the start.
Okay. So engineers don't do anything?
Apparently not. It's just hitting buttons.
Yeah.
And they said, how long before there's a fight because somebody who's a pilot, let's say your 9-year-old kid's
Yeah.
the pilot, and somebody's taking it really serious and he's wrecking it or something, and they're going crazy.
Star Wars fans take the thing seriously?
Well, you know,
I'm just...
I've
I'm
been known to do that.
Wait, no. The Star Wars fandom?
No. Let's talk about the best movie, Last Jedi. Let's talk about that. Doug just left. From Pam Morris, regarding Doug's comments from a few weeks ago when he was on, who's the douche, the asshole, and the jerk between Hobie? Should we all guess then the name the fourth? Between me, Jim, Blake, and Jeff. Who's the douche, the asshole, and the jerk?
I believe you're the douche.
Okay.
I believe that was your nickname, Douche Nozzle.
Yes, that is
Yes,
my name.
yeah,
I
you
believe
were
you're
the
going to have a shirt at the expo with that on it.
I don't know about that. I don't know if they're letting me in with that. Who's the asshole?
Jim
Jim.
volunteered to be the
Yeah,
asshole
he
because
did.
he knows
And Blake's the
Indeed.
jerk or Jeff?
Blake was the jerk.
Blake.
Blake's the jerk? Okay. What's Jeff? Just Jeff? The even-keeled
He's
guy?
the heart of the show.
Oh.
He does have an
I'm what
enlarged
makes
heart.
it-
Thank you. Thank you for bringing it up. He does have an enlarged heart. And it exploded.
Or the brains of it. I'm not, you know.
Both.
Yeah.
That's fine.
The heart and the brain and the soul.
I feel like I'm the soul of the show.
No, you're the douche of the show.
Oh, my
You
bad, my
forgot
bad.
that already. We just discussed it.
From Professor Number 1 at Dr. Number 1. So can Peter Parker legally drink since he's 5 years older?
Yes.
I guess so.
If you look at his license or his ID, it says he was born in whatever year, and that's what you go by.
That's another issue. He's going to have to go back through school and finish it. He's
Well, he-
5
Well, he
years
went
old.
to school at the end.
He's
Remember?
going to school in the new movie that's coming out.
No, I get
earlier.
that, but he was a junior, freshman or whatever.
Right.
Now he's 21, and he's going to be basically.
Well, yeah, he's just one. Although he
Does he
does he
age?
lose eligibility for sports because he's too old now?
I don't know. It's a good
See,
question.
there should be another movie about this.
There should be.
And apparently, his buddy Ned was snapped out of existence too because he came back to school.
Same with MJ.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So did Flash Thompson? Did he move on? Did he get older and?
No, he's in the new movie too.
He's man. So what? His entire that doesn't sound very random. If they got rid of Peter's entire class, should have been half of Peter's
Again,
class.
Flash Thompson just lost his top half.
Oh
He's just a torso. Was Flash Thompson the fastest guy in the city?
no,
Oh, okay.
no. That's the Flash.
Actually,
is
Flash
the other.
Thompson's faster than the Flash this week.
Oh, this week.
Yes. I'm the fastest man alive. No, you're not. Jeez, at this rate, you're not even in the top 100.
Okay, are you going to watch Batwoman?
I may watch Batwoman. That looks interesting. I like the character from the books, the comic books.
At least see how it goes.
Yeah, and I like Ruby
Rose.
Yeah, I like her. I like her.
Ruby.
So I think I might watch it.
I haven't watched. any
I've
of
given up on a lot of them. I even gave up on Legends of Tomorrow.
it.
What?
I know.
I still have the crossover
What about-
episode.
What about Black Lightning?
No, I got Black Lightning. I like that show.
okay.
He's the one left.
The ratings are not good. This is the last season.
I
I'm
think
guessing.
it's just too much. I mean, even the Netflix stuff, which I thought was good, I got about halfway through
Jessica Jones?
No, the other one.
Iron Fist?
Yeah.
Iron Fist?
And it was like, I think that kind of ruined me for everything because I haven't watched anything since.
That's the thing is like Iron Fist. I haven't watched season 2 of Iron Fist yet.
There's a season 2?
Yeah,
I never watched The
I
Punisher.
think.
Oh, I've never watched.
I haven't watched The Punisher. I watched like the first 3 episodes of The Punisher.
Was it good?
Yeah, what I saw was good, and I should go back and watch it. But I'm like a season behind on all of them. Although the new Jessica Jones is coming out next week.
How was the second
2
season
weeks.
of that?
It was good. Not as good as the first, but it was good.
Really, like first 6 episodes of Jessica Jones.
Yeah, and it gets better.
Yes,
I know.
it's very
I
good.
know. I like Luke Cage up until the last 3 episodes. I thought it dragged.
I watched the first episode of the second season, a part of it. So okay, I'm gonna, and then I haven't watched it since.
Luke Cage was the 13 episode.
Yeah.
It probably should have been a 10 episode.
Yeah.
You're right.
I didn't like the whole the Copperhead guy at the end. I thought that was dumb because they had the perfect villain.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
Cottonmouth
I like
was...
Cottonmouth, I'm sorry.
No,
Cotton-
Copperhead
Cotton-
was at the end.
Okay,
Cottonmouth was the...
Yeah.
Mahershala Ali.
He did an
he
awesome
was
job.
awesome, yeah.
There was no reason to get rid of him. And if you wanted to like tease
Well-
Copperhead for next season, I'm fine. But I didn't think they needed to rush him. But they needed a big bad guy for him to fight at the end.
Right.
So
But he wasn't going to physically fight Cottonmouth. 'cause
No,
that
I
wasn't
know.
But, and, so it was pretty much the guy Cottonmouth was doing business with is who
I know,
brought him
but-
in. So
I know,
I
but-
understand it. It just felt like it was too many episodes to tell
it
the
did.
story.
let's do some news of the geek, Jeff.
It's time for another installment of the News of the Geek.
Okay, this is a confusing story. This is awesome. I'm loving it.
I'm loving it.
Swamp Thing on DC Universe's streaming service, which I'm glad I haven't paid for, because it looks like Warner Media is now getting their own service, and they're going to incorporate DC Universe into it. That's the rumor.
Oh, that's what I said they should have done in the first place.
So they're doing their own, and supposedly it's going to be, I think they said $17, I think.
Ooh.
And it's like, nobody's paying that.
Ooh.
That was the rumor.
No.
So we'll see.
Is that the one where they're going to have a Friends reboot?
Yes, they're doing a Friends reboot on it.
What?
That's the rumor. Not a
Yeah.
reboot, a reunion.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
Yes.
But it'll be a series, right? It's not
Yes.
like a.
Yeah, that's the rumor. Is that that's an early rumor right now.
Because I guess Jennifer Aniston said yes.
Yeah,
I
she's
suppose
trying to.
And nobody else is doing anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. David Schwimmer probably. Oh, wait. No, never mind.
No. He was in that restaurant show, the drama about the mob on AMC that lasted.
Wow.
6
Never even
episodes.
heard of it.
Yeah, exactly. That's why.
Matt LeBlanc is in the middle of his show, or did that get canceled?
He's doing Lost
with
in
a
Space
Plan?
3, right?
No, the Man with the Plan.
Oh,
show.
yes,
Yeah.
he's doing Man
Yeah.
with the Plan.
Is
Horrible
that,
show.
Has that been canceled yet?
No, keeps getting renewed. But we can't renew, anything good. Gotta get the Man with the Plan. Anyways, moving on.
Did you see The Good Place is going to end after season 4?
Yes, season 4.
I'm fine with that. Going out on their own.
Yes.
I mean, obviously, as writers, they're like, okay, we got to where we can go. I mean, after the 4th season, then I think they would just be struggling to.
It's got like Legion. They were doing 3 seasons and see ya.
Yep.
Like The Cape. The Cape had 6 seasons and a movie planned out.
Oh, yeah. And they got through half a season.
Yeah. We got a cape. Got a cape. Anyways, per IO9 and like 87 other sources, DC Universe's Swamp Thing series from executive producer James Wan has been canceled after just 2 episodes. And actually, it got canceled after the first episode aired. So
they've only made 2 episodes?
they made 10. It was supposed to be 13. They cut it back to 10 because of cost.
Oh.
And they're airing it each week, I guess.
And so is this how DC Universe, are they don't dump it like Netflix?
Correct. It's one a week.
Oh, well, I like that streaming service is doing that.
Doom Patrol does it, which got good reviews. That was up there.
Okay.
So, Swamp Thing is, let's see here. Unlike other live-action shows like Doom Patrol and Titans, Swamp Thing was intentionally kept separate from the small cinematic universe that they were trying to build on the streaming platform. The reason the series has been canceled, there's been many, could be in a governmental budgeting error. Originally, they thought they would qualify in this state of Louisiana. I'm sorry, in the state of North Carolina, that they were going to give them.
Did you just say Louisiana?
Yes, I did.
He's been watching those Popeye commercials. Louisiana Fast.
Originally, they were thinking they were going to get $31 million tax break in North Carolina for filming there.
But they didn't.
They got 12 because it was an error on North Carolina's part.
Oh, no.
The first season of Swamp Thing cost $85 million.
And they only got 12.
How did this cost $85 million? Okay, I'm not saying how, because it looks beautiful. But when you're a first-year streaming service, don't spend $85 million on a show.
I don't know. You got to spend to get them in.
No.
If you cheap out early, you won't hook them at all.
Yeah, but if you're going to go expensive, do it for like a Batman series. Don't do it for Swamp Thing. No offense to Swamp Thing. It's a
I
niche
think you're
product.
offending Swamp Thing. Swamp Thing is now offended.
Or is it Man Thing that's offended? I can never tell them apart.
I think Man Thing is the Marvel.
It is.
Where Swamp
Yes.
Thing is the DC.
Remember when
so-
Man Thing was on Thunderbolts? In Thunderbolts?
Yes, I do remember when Man Thing was in
It
Thunderbolts.
wasn't too bad.
It made sense to the story they were telling.
Yeah. Let's see here. Problems. But then the best part is this. North Carolina came out and said, no, we never told them that. And we actually never had that big of a problem. So they said, so they don't know exactly what DC was talking about. Let's see here. James Wan is not happy. He's never gotten a full answer. I'm going off the script here of the story here because there's a lot of stuff that came out recently. Then per IO9, the original idea was that it was going to be 3 seasons, and then they were going to go into a Justice League Dark series for the streaming service.
Based off of Swamp Thing?
Yeah, it was going to lead into it.
Okay. Swamp Thing leads to Justice League Dark.
Yeah.
Basically,
I never liked everybody
Swamp Thing. That's why I really never cared.
I'm not a big Swamp Thing.
You're right. You should wait for Batman or somebody.
If you're going to do $85 million,
yeah.
again, you have a niche market because it's DC. In terms of a streaming service, you're not going to get pardon me, it's not going to be a huge service, but don't spend $85 million. So they really haven't said anything else. Stargirl is coming out, and Titan Season 2 is the only other one that's been greenlit. So everybody's guessing that it's going
So
to
Doom
fold.
Patrol Season 2 hasn't even been
Nope.
greenlit? Wow.
And that's actually gotten better reviews than Titans.
It has.
So, Brendan Fraser.
I don't think that's the reason.
No, I think it is. Journey to the Center of the Earth. Not the second one, though. Sorry, Rock's replacing me on
Not
that
Journey
one.
2.
So, yeah. So, I think the DC service is going to be dead soon. I think they're going to combine it with Warner. It's not going to be dead. It's just going to meld into it.
Okay. I mean, that's what they should have done. You don't want to have too many places out there. You're like, if Warner Brothers is planning on doing one and they own DC, which is doing one, I mean, it makes sense that they put it together.
It is interesting because I hope that if you get it, you still can get every comic book and everything else like they offer.
Oh, that's right.
That's what I thought was really cool. They have the Batman animated series as well, the Superman animated, any DC show that was on TV they have.
But if you subscribe to it, you can also get
any of the comic books here.
what do you call it? The comic
Digital.
Thank you.
Digital comic books.
Yes. I forgot the word digital.
Doug, anything for you on this?
No.
Okay.
Are you plan on getting WB streaming service?
No.
What happened if Michigan J. Frog sings?
No.
Oh yeah.
Maybe if they brought Powerless back.
Oh, God, that was an awful show.
That was bad.
What do you mean?
Oh,
What?
Powerless with Gotham, Bruce Wayne's cousin or whatever.
His nephew, I think, wasn't it?
I don't know.
He's going to be at the expo.
Alan Tudyk is.
He's going to probably do a whole panel about that, and you're bad-mouthing
I
it.
don't think Alan Tudyk's going to even discuss it. There might be somebody ask a question at a panel.
Possibly a reporter from the Hobie News Network.
You should.
Possibly.
Because
Doug here, Hobie News Network. What was the plan for season 2 through 5 of Powerless?
Exactly.
Was there a plan?
Yeah, because when we went and went to Summer Glau's panel last year, and she was surprised. She's like everybody was asking a bunch of questions about different shows she did, not necessarily just this ones she's
Firefly
used to.
or-
And she said, was it the what the hell was the name of that one? The 1100, the one that has a number in the title.
Okay.
That she was in. Now I can't even remember the name of it. She's like, I think I've gotten more questions about that here than in any other place I've
The
ever
100?
been. Is that what it is? The
I don't know.
100?
1100. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, that was also the panel I tried to have Jeff go up and propose marriage to her, but he wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't even get up and ask her questions about the Cape. I wanted to ask her when's the next season.
See,
of
like
the
you're a
movie?
polished news reporter. Jeff is more like Chris Farley from Saturday Night Live.
That was
4,400.
cool. 4,400. Yes.
We were off by 4 times.
But she's like, apparently everyone in this town likes the 4,400. I think she said she got more 4,400 questions than she got Firefly questions.
Who's watching the 4,400 to ask that many questions?
Apparently, a lot of people in Cincinnati were,
Let's see here.
which means I need to go back and start watching it.
Per the Independent, new rumored leak possibly reveals the schedule for Marvel's Phase 4 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
What? They already released it.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, they did. They said Marvel Film 1 at this date, Marvel Film 2 at this date.
Marvel insider Roger Wardall, not his real name, who actually he accurately
Why
revealed.
would you make up a name like that?
I don't know.
Why wouldn't you?
His real name is Roger Wardall. So,
Wouldn't you make up a name like Steele Jackson or something like that? Something a little
Turd
bit-
Ferguson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what was the one Homer made up? Powers?
Booth.
No. Something Powers.
Mr. Thompson.
Yes. we'll go
Homer
with that.
Thompson. Let's see here. He revealed several major endgame plot points in December with pretty good accuracy, so he has somewhat of a history. He says they will be split into mini arcs in the Marvel Cinematic Universe instead of the longer years-long sagas, which is fine.
Didn't they already say that?
Yeah, I think they did.
Okay.
With clear divides between Earth-based characters and cosmic ones. Norman Osborn will be a reoccurring villain for the Earth-based arcs if the report is to be true.
If they do it right, I don't have a problem with that.
I think that you're going to have to bring Norman Osborn in as a big bad guy.
Oh, you have to.
Who do you get with it, though? One report said Matthew McConaughey would be awesome in it.
Maybe. I don't know. I just wouldn't bring back... oh, crap. Why are names eluding me today?
Thanos?
No, I was going to talk about the guy
Harry?
who played Norman Osborn in the
Willem
past.
Dafoe?
Thank you, Willem Dafoe.
You know, he has great facial expressions. Let's put this mask on him so you can't see his facial
So
expressions.
maybe it wasn't Willem Dafoe's fault. It was the fact that they put a stupid mask on him.
Yeah. You know, Spider-Man 3 was on a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
1 or 2 weeks ago, and I started watching. That is a really horrible film.
Yeah, that wasn't good.
That was
What
horrible.
would be the best of those three?
2.
2.
Okay.
But I even think Dr.
Doc
Octopus drags a little bit.
I like Alfred Molina.
I do too.
I don't know. I think, as a movie, it was the strongest of the Spider-Man movies before the MCU.
Did you know Uncle Ben died in it?
That's what I've heard.
That's what I did. Okay, for Amazing Spider-Man with Garfield, Andrew Garfield, which one's the stronger one? Electro Lizard.
Oh, Lizard was much better than Electro.
And that was a horrible film, too.
No, it wasn't even close.
But
the
I liked
Electro
him
film.
as Spider-Man.
I liked him as
Oh.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, Andrew Garfield was
Yeah.
good in the
Yeah.
role, but the movies were
Yes.
not. But the second one was just so
Gwen
bad.
Stacy, you're the only one that can turn off this electric power grid. You know how you turn it off? This button says off.
Oh, it's an off switch, but
No one else can do it because you're a genius.
Well, we're in this science lab, and we have these high school kids playing around.
Yeah, that seems fair.
Really? Yeah,
That
okay.
seems safe.
Yeah.
wasn't that how you do it?
Yeah. Let them do it. They'll be the guinea pigs.
I mean, you don't want important people to get hurt.
So Gwen Stacy, you get in there. So the reported film set for Phase 4, according to this report, is Black Widow.
We knew that.
Yep. The Eternals.
Didn't we know that?
There was rumors it was going back and forth because now they got the X-Men in that. They may not do it, but I think they still
we're
are.
pretty sure Black Widow is going to be a prequel.
Okay. So the other thing, fan theory going around is the Red Room. Is that what it was that trained her?
Yeah,
They have her DNA.
clone.
And they clone her.
Oh, I hope not.
I hope not either.
Oh, I hope not.
That sounds.
Do it a prequel.
Now,
I
granted,
want to know what happens
That's better
with
than
it.
bringing her back from the dead.
I don't think they bring her back. I think her and Clint Barton do a team up. I think would be awesome. I'm interested in the Hawkeye miniseries on Disney Plus.
Have we heard is Jeremy Renner going to be in the Black Widow?
No,
movie?
we haven't heard that. He's in the Disney Plus one.
Yeah, he's in with.
There
Who
was
is he doing it with?
I forget.
Oh,
who,
he's teaching.
his daughter.
It's his daughter's going
Yeah.
to be the.
But they said the daughter and the film may not be the same one. They may change.
What? Wasn't the daughter in the film like one of the Russo's children.
Yeah. Was it?
I think it was one of the director's daughters or
Okay.
something. Or maybe it was the younger kid.
I thought it was the younger
younger
kid.
kids were both boys. I thought they said
Daughter.
daughter. And she did a good job.
There was a
the
there was
role.
an article I was reading. They said that the reason why all these stars are lining up for Disney Plus, the miniseries, like Loki, like Tom Hiddleston and all that, they're like, well, it's TV, and they are like, it's not, looked down upon, but also because they're paying them tons of money for like a month's worth of work, if that. They said that they can bust these out pretty quick. I think they said, what was it? Renner's getting $10 million for 6 weeks worth of work
Well, I'd
for
do
doing
it.
the show. Good for
Do it
him.
in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
I'd do it for half that. Cast me as Hawkeye.
Good for him. Yeah, I want to see you as Hawkeye. Yeah, so they also said Black Panther 2, which we knew. Shang-Chi, which I'm interested in. I'm interested in this one.
We'll see. I don't really know that much about the character, so
I've seen a little bit of it. Doctor Strange 2, Nova is the big
you
one.
mean, I'd
I'll-
rather see Doctor Strange 2 than Nova. I never liked Nova.
I don't either. Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
I had a 73 Nova. That was pretty nice.
Crappy blue Chevy Nova. That
3 on the tree, man. It was nice.
Yeah. So Doctor Strange, I don't mind because I like Benedict Cumberbatch. I don't really care about a sequel to his show, to his world. Or they have him in a movie with somebody else.
they
Wong,
will, yeah.
we could do Wong.
we'll get to that in our top
Okay.
5. Jeez.
Any of these interesting to you?
Shang-Chi.
Yeah, that's the one I was.
Because I want to see you do an imitation of it. I can't wait till it comes out.
I'm Shang-Chi. I'm going to punch you.
There it is. Don't spoil it.
Oh.
Also in the works are a new Thor, which I don't think so, unless you're doing Valkyrie.
Well, Valkyrie is in control of New Asgard.
Ant-Man is getting a new one.
Ant-Man and the Wasp 2.
I've heard that they have a trilogy.
Ant-Man and the Wasp and the Bumblebee.
Oh, Yellow Jacket. They ruined that one. And Captain Marvel, which everybody knows that's
Oh,
a
there's
sequel.
going to be another Captain Marvel movie. Yeah.
So,
Now, is the other Captain Marvel movie going to be, what she's doing out in space during the
I'm fine with that.
time before Endgame?
Part of me really wants to do a secret invasion storyline when the Skrulls come to Earth and they kind of impersonate. But here's the issue. Hold on, though. I got a thing, because that's the big storyline in the comic
Here's
books.
the
is
issue. The Skrulls aren't the bad guys.
They're not. But, well, that section wasn't. There could be
Yeah.
others. But in the comic books, they take over some of the superheroes and all that, lives and that. I don't find, I feel like if you're only doing it for one movie, I don't know if I really need a whole arc about Secret Invasion anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what they'll do. The Black Widow that sacrificed herself was really a Skrull.
Yeah. And that's how you get some of the people back. I don't want them back, but the rumor is that they're looking at alternate Avengers teams, including films for New Avengers, which I'm figuring is the next Avengers movie is going to be called New Avengers with Falcon leading. Young Avengers, and Dark Avengers film. Dark Avengers
What about the
film.
Great Lake Adventures?
West Coast.
No, they need Great Lakes.
I did read
Squirrel
online.
Girl.
I did read online that they were thinking about building on the Disney Plus thing a West Coast Avengers show.
Well, why
I
not?
was like, that would be kind of fun. You could have Hawkeye. You could do Scarlet Witch out there. I'm fine.
Well, I mean,
with
what? That's pretty much what Hawkeye, Scarlet Witch, War Machine,
that. Wonder Man.
Tigra.
Wonder Man, and Tigra. Are
Yeah.
are
I'm
pretty
ruining my
much.
list here.
Oh, sorry.
I'm ruining my list.
Well, Wonder Man wasn't on there in the MCU yet.
Yeah, I don't think anybody really cares anymore about
There
it.
was going to be a poster of him that they cut from the Guardians.
Correct. Correct. So, and finally, we'll do a quick quickie here
Quick quickie.
from the Hollywood Reporter. Kevin Hart. He was in Secret Life of Pets this week. We'll update the 1988 Christmas classic Scrooged, which itself was an update of Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. The original starred Bill Murray as a late 20th century wealthy and power mad television executive.
So now we're going to have an early 21st century Power Mad television
Yes.
executive?
Yes. While producing a lavish live TV adaptation of the Dickens classic, he's visited by three spirits ranging from David Johansen to Carol Kane to a pretty spooky Ghost of Christmas Future. That's the one that always creeped me out as a kid, the Christmas Future one.
Well, it was
That was
supposed to.
E.T.
E.T.'s creeped me out too.
It was supposed to creep you out in all versions of
It is.
of the Christmas Carol.
So, anyways, does anyone care that Kevin Hart's doing this?
Well, they keep Karen Allen as the love interest.
I'm fine with that. Shia LaBeouf is in it too.
Oh, right. As the son?
His son, yes. You know, I really hate the Charles Dickens Christmas Story because it's just been played out.
I don't hate it for what it is, but yeah, like I said, it's overplayed. And honestly, I was never a big fan of Scrooge to begin with. The only thing that was cool
What?
The only thing that was cool about Scrooge was that what's his name, John Murray, got to actually be in another movie past Moving Violations.
I like moving violations as a kid.
I liked that movie too, but well, it's not like she's a rocket scientist. What does she do for a living? I'm a rocket scientist.
You like Scrooge, didn't you?
Yes, I did. But I think once you've done, the motion capture Disney Christmas Carol with Jim Carrey, what else?
Will
is there
that be
to
on
do?
Disney Plus?
What else is there to do? I'm sure.
Okay. You gotta put antlers. You gotta staple them on the mice. That's what you do. You want me to staple antlers to the mice? Yes. Isn't Scrooge?
Yeah, I know.
I like Scrooge. I don't see. Yeah, I don't know.
So, anyways, let's. You know what? Hey, Jeff, what are you doing September 20th through the 22nd?
I think I'm going to be in downtown Cincinnati
Are you?
at the Duke Energy Center.
What's going on there?
It's the Cincinnati Comic Expo.
Is it?
It is.
You can get your tickets at CincinnatiComicExpo.com, or we always have them posted on Facebook at the History of Bad Ideas.
Post the tickets.
No.
No.
Anyways,
you get the tickets at CincinnatiComicExpo.com. You can get updates either there or on our Facebook page.
they released somebody today. Not released. They announced somebody today. Ron Ruddit, who designed a lot of the G.I. Joe toys from the 80s.
Oh.
I'm intrigued by that. That would be a panel I would like to see. Because I loved G.I. Joe growing up.
That would be, yeah. I'm hoping they're giving him a panel, because that's a panel worth listening in on.
I think that's what people would say. I've never heard of him. What do I want to hear him talk for? But yeah, I think you're right. I think if you went, it'd be interesting.
Yeah, I think the G.I. Joe...
A panel would be great. I mean, just going to his booth and having him sign something, maybe not. But
Right.
So
I think you have to do a panel.
So
Yeah.
if they're not doing a panel, then I'm probably saying the wrong things for our sponsor. But give him a panel.
Yes, I think so.
Andy Kubert is going to be there.
Good artist. He was one of my favorites from the 90s when I first got into.
He did Wolverine Origin, the comic book.
That's a good book.
Terrible.
Terrible movie.
I was like, can we ask him why he covered up Deadpool's mouth?
Oh, I don't think that was the same
That was
one.
it? That was
no,
it?
no,
That
no,
was it?
no.
Okay.
No, that was X-Men Origins Wolverine movie.
Oh, okay.
He did Wolverine Origin.
But he didn't write the movie. They
No.
didn't base it on the comic
They
book.
did not base
Okay.
that. No, that was not based on the comic book
Okay.
at all.
Was the comic book better?
Yes.
Okay.
Also, David Michael Beck. He's a local artist, actually, but he's worked on Star Wars, Jonah Hex books, also G.I. Joe. Also, Dirk Manning from Source
Point Press.
Press. He will be there. We forgot to announce him last week.
I thought you did announce him.
Oh, maybe we did. Maureen Baccarat.
Marina Baccarin.
Thank you.
Baccarin.
Alan Tudyk is going to be there.
Joel State.
Will he have a powerless panel?
I think so.
Okay.
Anyone else from Powerless going to be there?
Vanessa,
Hudgens?
wasn't she in it?
Yes, she was.
No, she's not going to be there. Neil Ross, he did a lot of your great voices. He was the Green Goblin in the Spider-Man animated series, but these are the good ones. He was in Voltron. He was the red guy in Voltron.
The newer Voltron?
old one.
The old one. Okay.
He was Shipwreck in G.I. Joe.
Okay.
And this is the big one, Doug. He was Rambo in the animated series of the Commandos.
Wow.
Yeah. Remember that one?
I was in a G.I. Joe voice panel last year. That was kind of interesting. Never watched G.I. Joe. I mean, it was after my time, but
What?
it was.
Well, here's the
I
good
had
thing.
passing knowledge of it.
B.J. Ward, she's going to be there. She was the voice of Scarlet from G.I. Joe. So she was also Wonder Woman on Super Friends.
All right. Scarlet and Wonder Woman were the same woman, and I didn't even know it?
She was also a Snork.
Well, who wasn't Snorks?
I wasn't. So there you go. There's it. Also, Ernie Hudson's going to be there. So
He
just
is.
let you know.
He ain't afraid of no ghost.
Hell no.
You can ask him about his scenes that were cut from the Ghostbusters.
The new one?
The old one. I was just watching a show and they were redoing it, and they're talking about the making of it, and I guess he was supposed to have a big part, and he was so excited, and then when it came to filming, it's like, yeah, they cut most of your scenes.
Well, yeah, originally it was written for Eddie Murphy.
I think they wanted Eddie Murphy.
It was written for him.
Yeah.
But since they didn't get him, they thought, oh, well, we're not getting a big star. We're just hiring Ernie Hudson, so he's not as important to the story now, which sucks, especially if you hired someone thinking he had got to do a bigger role.
I like Ernie Hudson's role in that. I liked him.
I liked him. I thought he should have been more important. And Bill Murray less important.
September 20th through the 22nd at Cincinnati, in Cincinnati at the Duke Energy Convention Center. Hobie will be there playing some trivia.
Yepers.
We might have some surprises, too.
Hey, look over there.
Look at me! Look at me!
It's a surprise.
So we'll all be there. So September 20th through 22nd. Get your tickets now.
And welcome to the Pittsburgh Nerd Podcast. I'm Sean.
And I'm Ian.
Hey, Ian.
Yeah.
Did you know you could find us on the Danger Entertainment Network?
Danger.
Danger Entertainment. That's right.
Sounds dangerous.
It is. It's a tad bit dangerous. You'd be shocked to find that out. There's a bunch of great podcasts you can find there. Our friends from the History of Bad Ideas podcast, Who to What Now, Besotted Geek. No, they retired. That's right. They retired. But there are a bunch of other great podcasts you can find there, along with us. We're the Pittsburgh Nerd Podcast, and we do pop culture and chili cheese dogs and whatever else floats our fancy.
Yeah.
Check us out.
For sure.
For sure. We're on most podcatchers, so give us a look.
Peace.
It's time for Box Office Bombs.
And coming as a surprise to everyone, Dark Phoenix. Dark Phoenix was a box office bomb.
What?
Yeah. The final... Oh, here we go.
A bigger one here.
So I don't have to read this off my phone here. The whole column to be written about what went wrong with Dark Phoenix, but it all boils down to a combination of bad buzz, poor reviews, and situations outside the film's control. Dark Phoenix lame duck status can't be ignored. That is very true. As the last main X-Men film under 20th Century Fox's regime, audiences were already looking ahead to the iconic mutants in the MCU. Critical word came in, which was not kind, at 22% from critics, and was the worst critic consensus of any X-Men film to date. That surprises me, because I don't actually think this movie can be as bad as Apocalypse was.
Apocalypse was awful. Read the top part, I think, is where it goes the money.
Oh, yeah. Final film opened to $33 million, a far cry below the modest $50 that they were expecting.
So they were expecting $50 million, and they got 33.
Yes, and 50 was a low expectation based on, what other X-Men movies have done and other superhero movies.
Lowered expectations.
It's now below the Wolverine's $53.1 million opening, which was the lowest X-Men opening.
That's not the last one, right?
No. The Wolverine was the middle.
Oh, that was Logan.
Logan was the last one. There was X-Men Origins Wolverine, The Wolverine, and Logan.
The Wolverine was okay.
I liked the Wolverine until the end.
The Silver Samurai?
Yeah, when
I
they
agree.
made the Silver Samurai guy completely ridiculous.
Well, the thing that sucked, too, is that they cut out a lot of the parts when he's in the village and the ninjas are attacking. There's like a whole 10-minute fight scene. They put it down to like 2 minutes, if that. And I'm like, what the hell is that point?
Did they release that in the extended cut or something? Yeah.
So,
or the R-rated cut or something?
Yeah. But I'm like, really? Would you like to do the box office? What we got?
Wait a minute. Are you going to say Godzilla's a bomb? I mean,
Godzilla is not yet. Do you have the numbers there, Jeff?
Oh, yeah, let me pull this up.
it's made $80 million.
Yeah.
$80 million, that's not...
But
I wouldn't call it bomby yet, but...
Not a bomb, but a lot of these movies that are coming out, even like Dark Phoenix, where you're expecting a lot. Godzilla was going to be,
they would be ridiculous if they had huge expectations just based off of the previous Godzilla and King Kong movies.
But
They
they're
did
trying to
decent.
make this universe with
Yeah.
it's like Universal trying to get the monsters
The Dark Universe.
You know,
Yeah.
80 million after what, 2 weeks? Aladdin's been out 3 weeks and it made more than it.
Godzilla's interesting because it surprised me that it didn't do as well because you have a lot more monsters in it, a lot more fights, and I thought the trailers were great. I'm a huge fan of that series, like the Godzilla series, and I even thought it was okay. Maybe a B-. Nothing great.
Okay, B- to me. B-
C plus,
is
B-.
Yeah, but B- to me is an above average movie, and is at C.
I enjoyed it, maybe because my expectations were so high. That might have been it. But I liked it. It's too late. King Kong and Godzilla has already been filmed.
Right.
So that's come out. Maybe people are waiting for that one.
That just
Waiting?
I can't wait for King Kong Godzilla to come out when they find out they stop fighting when they find out they both know someone named Mothra.
Why'd you say that
Okay,
name?
but I saw Skull Island,
Yeah.
and I thought the best parts of it when King Kong wasn't in it.
I love Skull Island.
It wasn't bad, but I liked it better without him.
See, I liked
Well, that
all
was
of
also the best part of the Peter Jackson's King Kong
Was it?
was the part up to Skull Island.
Yeah, I agree.
Then it's just running around Skull Island with dinosaurs chasing them. That was boring.
the
and
Tyrannosaurus
stupid.
Rex. What do you got for the box office?
Number one this week, Secret Life of Pets 2 made $47 million in its opening weekend on an $80 million budget.
That was a small bomb for them, too.
Yeah, I was expecting that to do more, and I'm not looking forward to this movie because I thought the other one looked dumb.
They said $65 million is what they were expecting.
So apparently no one just wanted to go to the box office this weekend. Because, Dark Phoenix is number 2 at its bomb $33 million opening weekend, $200 million budget.
$200 million budget.
Oh, with reshoots and all that other crap they had to go through, that budget probably just ballooned.
And that's not even counting marketing.
I'm back to getting Entertainment Weekly.
Entertainment Monthly.
And I know.
They're going to monthly.
They're going to monthly?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
Okay.
like, okay, I won't be getting it after that. But there again, they kind of bad-mouthed Dark Phoenix.
They give it a B-.
They gave it a B. I can't remember what the last paragraph was, but it's like, well, there was this and this and this, B. But they said the budget after reshoots and that was $350.
Oh. Jeez.
Wow. Although, now we're talking about, Entertainment Weekly giving grades and whatnot, and that makes me think of, what do you call it, Rotten Tomatoes. Mm-hmm. And everybody talking about, it's fresh or it's terrible or not. And they say they like to err on the side of it being a good review. When you see some things getting like 13%. Where,
Yeah.
I mean, I read the one good review from, was it Holmes and Watson or whatever, the
Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell movie
movie
was. And, I was expecting that to have, a 0, and it might compete for worst ever, and then it had one good review.
Mm-hmm.
So I read that review. It was not a good review. It said, okay, I can kind of see what they were trying to do, and the humor kind of worked for this particular thing. And because they didn't rip it apart, they said it was a good review. And I'm like, okay, they're not. I've read other things that were better reviews for movies that they called bad reviews. So I'm a little confused with Rotten Tomatoes on what's considered a good or bad review for a middling review.
Are we going to have to go see Dark Phoenix?
We are. Probably should
Whoa,
went
whoa,
today
whoa,
to
whoa,
see
whoa,
it.
whoa. You need to watch Justice League first.
No, we don't.
Yes, you do.
I haven't devoted a lot of my life to viewing the movies before that.
I don't know why we're devoting our life or some of our time to X-Men because they have some really bad ones in it.
I'm devoting it because X-Men is the reason I read comic books.
Days of Future Past.
I mean, well,
Apocalypse.
no, Days of Future Past wasn't bad though.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
It was horrible.
No, it really wasn't. I
Was
like
that the first
Days
one?
of Future. No,
The first reboot?
No, that
New Class was the first one.
Oh, okay.
New
okay.
Class was good.
I didn't see New Class. I saw Days of Future Past. I didn't think it was that bad.
yeah, they were going to do New Class.
Or First Class, not New Class.
yeah,
First Class.
First Class. They're going to do a sequel to that, and then they decided to do Days of Future Past because they thought they needed a big movie. They thought they needed to bring them all together instead of
Yeah.
slowly
did-
building it.
Wait, First Class is where...
Cuba.
Okay, where he gets shot.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the one I saw. Yeah, I think I saw
Okay.
them both.
I like
but-
that one.
Yeah, that was
Kevin
a
Bacon did a hell of a job. Hellfire Club's awesome. So, but no, we had to
Although
rush it.
terrible, January Jones was terrible as Emma Frost.
Yeah, she was bad in that. So worse than Sophia Turner.
Sophie Turner.
Whatever.
I'm like, Sophia? What?
Whatever.
Oh, no. Okay. Yes, it was definitely worse
Okay.
than Sophie Turner.
What else you got? Aladdin?
Let's see. Aladdin, third this week, made $24.5 million, a total of $232.5 million on a $183 budget.
Have you seen this?
$183 million budget.
Have you seen this one, Doug?
No.
Prince Ali, Alibaba.
I've heard
Show some respect, genuflect, down on one knee.
people say it's entertaining, but I was just listening to a Disney podcast, and some of the ones that said, "Oh, it's great," it was entertaining. The other one's like, it's almost identical to the last to the cartoon. So what's the point?
Lion King looks really
Yes.
beautiful. It looks like the same movie.
Right.
Oh,
Why
yeah.
do I not just watch the
did,
animated?
But I mean, they did that with Beauty and the Beast, and I turned it off halfway through because it wasn't as good as
Right.
the
they added
animated.
some scenes to it. My
And-
daughter really likes
Oh,
that.
what they
Why?
added was, they had to add or change some things
Yeah.
just based on practicalities, but I thought it was a terrible copy.
My daughter likes both of them, the cartoon and the animated. Sorry, Doug, animated.
Thank you.
It's a cartoon.
And the animated film and the live action one. She liked them both a lot.
But between Jungle Book and then Beauty and the Beast doing so well. I mean, the Beauty and the Beast live action movie is the highest domestic box office of any PG rated movie.
Really?
Yes.
Like 504 million.
So
What about
mean, that's-
Mowgli? Did that do well?
Jungle Book did well.
No, not Jungle Book.
Oh,
Mowgli.
No, Mowgli didn't even didn't even get a theater
Release.
release.
Andy
so.
Serkis says he'd rather have it that way.
Because he actually made a little bit of money off of selling it to
Maybe.
Netflix, maybe.
What else we got?
Godzilla, King of the Monsters, $15.5 million, a total of $79 million on a $170 million budget.
It's over 200 million worldwide.
Yes, they like this in China.
Yeah, 290 million.
And number 5, Rocket Man, made another $14 million, a total of $50.5 million on a $40 million budget. So we got Rocket Man.
I want to see that.
I'm not going to go to the theater to see it, especially since I still need to see X-Men first.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's because it's going to be leaving first.
And we also have coming out June 14th, this weekend, Men in Black International.
I'm intrigued to see it.
It looks better than the last 2 Men in Black movies.
Yeah, I'm intrigued by it. I'm not going to go see it, but
No,
I'll
probably
watch for it
not.
on Netflix.
But I'm intrigued. We pretty much have Thor and Valkyrie teaming up as different characters. So, and we'll see. I mean, I
like
think those two make a good team up. So,
Yep.
we also have Shaft.
That looks fun.
I have not seen any ads for this.
I have.
This is the sequel to the
20
Shaft?
years later or 14 years later. Samuel L. Jackson,
Samuel
his
L.
son, and Samuel L. Jackson's father.
Okay.
So
Did they
3
get
generations.
Richard Roundtree?
I think they did, actually.
Is he alive? I don't even know.
Hold on. Let's check.
Oh.
Go ahead, Jeff. Keep going.
Also coming out, Anna. I'm not sure what Anna is.
Beneath a woman's striking beauty lies a secret that will unleash her indelible strength and skill to become one of the most feared assassins on the planet.
Sounds interesting. Who is in Anna?
Sasha Luss, Cillian Murphy,
Cillian Murphy.
Luke, I've heard it both ways. Helen Mirren, I'm assuming that's the main character. Luke Evans,
Oh, okay. The Luke Evans Helen Mirren movie. Okay.
Shaft stars Jesse Usher as the John Shaft III. Samuel L. Jackson as John Shaft Jr.
Okay.
Second. Richard Roundtree.
all right.
Well, now I'm intrigued.
Method Man is in it.
Now my intriguement is lessened.
Regina Hall's in it.
I like her.
I do too. And Titus Welliver. He's a very good character actor, you'll know.
Yes. Yeah, I know the name.
So I think it looks fun. I wouldn't go see it, but I think it does look fun.
3 generations of Shaft. I can see how they can make a fun movie out of that.
Yeah.
Buy, sell in the stock of the careers.
Ugh.
We are starting with Sophie Turner, the
So,
Dark Phoenix herself. If I have Sophie Turner right now, I am selling for $75
Yes.
a share.
$75.
That's pretty high.
Yeah.
For someone who pretty much was terrible in the last X-Men movie, probably a little better in this one than the last one, and then also just, did Game of Thrones. I mean, I can't tell you anything else Sophie Turner's done, if she's done anything else.
Okay.
Also, Patton Oswalt.
Sell.
His career
Sell.
stock is at $16.71.
Something about him that irks me lately about him.
I like him. $16, I don't think that's really your
AP
getting
Bio
any
got
money.
it sold.
The price, from what I remember from HSX,
Yeah.
is from the amount of money his movies have made. So it's nothing really to do with him. It's, if the movies make, if you're in...
So this is only based off of movie? I thought
I believe
television
so.
doesn't have an effect on
No,
this?
no.
So how the hell is Sophie Turner so much if you're not counting Game of Thrones?
I don't know.
There's some sort of algorithm they use.
Yeah.
Maybe it does. I don't know, but it's usually after so many weeks. They'll readjust all the stars that are in these movies.
So when Ratatouille 2 comes out, though, buy up for Patton Oswalt.
I watched that a couple
Well, there's
weeks
a
ago,
Ratatouille
too.
ride being opened in Epcot, so
I know. I heard about that.
Maybe that'll help.
Your thoughts on Ratatouille?
And you have to
okay.
get
I
Patton
just-
Oswalt's voice to do that,
Right,
don't they?
right.
I thought it was odd.
People love it.
I liked the movie.
Rats in the Kitchen just kind of
Yeah.
creep me out.
There's humorous parts to it,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm like, eh. And I like that they tried doing something different, but I was not sold on it. I'm not sold on it.
Andy does the voiceover on the Goldberg every week.
I don't watch it.
I know you don't. I still don't know why you don't watch
Yeah, but
it.
he's one of those crazy liberals, so
Oh, he's very much so, yeah, one of those crazy liberals. But all right, should we go on to our
From
top
what we do in
five?
the shadows. Anytime you're mad at someone, you just hiss. So that's what we're going to do.
Makes great radio. All right, top five list, as we said last week, was going to be top 5 Italian dishes, and that was pushed aside and ignored
Well, that's because of Doug.
because apparently Doug complained about
Yeah.
Chef Boyardee wasn't
you-
enough.
Do you have a top 5 for us next week?
He said something earlier. I forgot what it was now.
what was it? I don't remember. Top 5 attractions at Walt Disney World.
That wasn't it.
Wind in the Willows? Is that still there?
Do they still have Mr. Toad's Wild Ride?
That's what I meant. Yeah, that's the one.
Out in Disneyland, they do.
Oh. Do they still have the canoe thing?
No.
No, because they shut down that island.
Oh, Tom Sawyer's canoe
Yeah,
ride
they shut
or
down Tom
something?
Sawyer Island.
I just saw this on Twitter. Jurassic Park opened 26 years ago today.
Whoa.
Wow.
How do you not know that?
I actually
I
feel-
like Jurassic
don't
World.
feel quite as old. I thought it was going to be longer, but
Okay, what about this? I'm shocked you haven't mentioned this. 4 years ago today, we lost Dusty Rhodes.
yeah, I'd never
Without
understood.
Dusty Rhodes, you don't have...
AEW, baby.
Exactly.
AEW. Well, the good news is WWE's really putting their best foot forward since then. Anyways.
By forward, you mean in their mouth?
Yeah, it's awful. Goldberg and Undertaker almost killed each other in Saudi Arabia this week.
Isn't that a good thing?
How is
though?
that a thing?
How did that happen? Goldberg got knocked loopy, and that just made his wrestling skills worse. So, anyways, what do we got here? Top 5?
Our top 5, yes.
It's MCU secondary characters you want in their own film.
Yes.
Doug.
I didn't see the MCU part the first
That's fine.
time.
That's fine.
Well, and then I saw it again, so I had to make another list.
That's okay.
I made an Italian food list, and then I made that, and then I had to make another one.
You were dedicated this week.
My number 5, I went with The Collector.
Oh,
Just to see Benicio del Toro,
you liked him better than Jeff Goldblum's guy?
Yes.
And Ragnarok?
That might be coming up later. Come on.
Oh, sorry.
Dude, really?
I mean, but I can see a movie about the collector just collecting things. Hey, look, another thing.
A shell.
Shell.
Is that an Avatar map?
Oh! My number 5 is I have a team up of Korg and Meek.
That's my number 5.
Is it?
It is.
I think that could be a good buddy cop fun one. Not even a buddy cop one, just like a crazy adventure.
It would probably be a terrible, terrible movie, but
I have a question.
sure.
In Ragnarok,
Yes.
didn't Meep die?
Did he?
At the end, he was carrying him. I thought he was dead.
Maybe he's just carrying his hurt body, and he.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
The question is, I thought, what
Maybe the snap brought him back.
what happened? Like, like at the end of the Ragnarok, they were leaving on the ship,
Yeah.
and then at the beginning of
Avengers.
Infinity War,
Yeah.
like the ship was destroyed,
Yeah.
but half of the people apparently got to Earth, like Valkyrie, nowhere in
Correct.
Korg and Meek.
Sif.
Well, Sif wasn't even with
Correct.
the,
She wasn't on.
on Asgard when that destroyed.
Yeah.
But I'm like, where? I just thought they were all dead. Like the ship was destroyed and
I agree with you on that.
floating, and like because when
Maybe there's
Peter Quill
another
came
ship.
and found, I don't know. I was just
You know what? Maybe
Confused.
Doug Thanos when he's about ready to snap, he stops for a second and goes, "I want half of the living things gone, and Meek to be alive." That's the one person he brought back.
so when it was undone by Iron Man, Meek
Yeah.
died.
No. I want them all back except for Thanos and his team. And that fucking Meek, get me out of here. What's your number 5? Or number? Well, that was your number 5, Jeff.
That was my number 5.
What's your number 4?
My number 4 is Wong from
Oh,
Doctor Strange.
yep.
I would like to see a Benedict Wong as Wong movie.
I would like to. Would like to see an NBC sitcom with him in it, with the laugh track of him trying to adjust to life in New York City. I think that would be awesome.
No, but I think Wong would be able to do it without a problem.
Yeah, I do like the character well. My number 5.
Can I interrupt here?
Yeah.
Here it is. Meek appears to die after accidentally being stepped on by Korg. He's carried on board the ship and out of guilt, believing he killed his friend, and is overjoyed when he realizes Meek is still alive.
Oh, he was only mostly dead.
yes,
Mostly dead, which means slightly alive.
Yes. Have fun storming the castle.
You're number 4?
Yondu and Kragan from
Same
Guardians.
as mine.
Is it?
Kraglin.
Kraglin, sorry. Which is James Gunn's
No, he
brother.
wants Kragan. You can have Kragan.
I want the
It's yours.
Kraken. Yondu and Kraken. I think it would be a fun group. I think it would be a fun thing to. I don't need everyone else,
Yeah.
but I can have those two.
Mary Poppins, y'all.
Which is number 4, Doug? That was your number 4.
That was my number 4.
What's your number
Now I have
3?
a question. What do you consider secondary character?
I don't know. We don't really
I
have
mean,
a
is
list.
Falcon a secondary character?
I thought about him.
I would consider him a secondary character.
Until he
if he
took-
didn't have his own movie, he's a secondary character. That's the way I
Okay.
look at it.
I was thinking he was secondary until he became Cap. That was my thing.
He
Spoilers.
didn't become Cap.
Huh?
He didn't become Cap.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
just gave him the shield.
Same thing.
He didn't become Cap yet.
He's capped. He's capped.
He might be, but not in the movie.
I'm,
In,
looking for-
in his character of Falcon, his movie of
fine.
Falcon becoming Cap.
That's right.
I'm actually looking forward to that.
But I would
TV
actually
series.
rather see Falcon as Falcon than Falcon as Cap.
I
Sam
agree.
Wilson as
I agree.
Falcon.
Yeah.
I'd rather have
I'd rather
Winter
ha-
Soldier, Bucky Barnes as Cap.
As Cap.
Or not have somebody as Captain America.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like now that he's Captain America, does that mean he doesn't have his wings and his harness? I mean, that just
He's Captain Falcon.
so he can fly now.
Yes.
I mean, he's
But
still.
my thing was Captain America was a super soldier. Bucky Barnes is a super soldier.
Correct.
Falcon's not.
No.
So does he
which
take the
one
serum?
Which one can more accurately throw the shield?
And that's kind of creepy that he was hitting on Sharon Carter, too, in the second Captain America movie. Steve Rogers. That's
No, it
your
isn't.
daughter.
It's not his daughter.
Eh, we're going with it.
I don't know why, because in the movies it was a niece.
We're going daughter. Going daughter. So what's your number 3?
Grandmaster.
There you
There
go.
again, just for Jeff Goldblum.
I would.
I don't know about the character. I don't care.
What
Just
if we put Grandmaster and Collector in a movie together?
That would be something.
And they would get lost in the woods.
That
I'm
would be-
sorry.
No, they would get lost on the
Space.
junk planet or
Yeah.
something. Yeah, that would be interesting.
I would be okay with that.
Them trying to
a buddy comedy road trip going
a
around
road
collecting
trip of
things.
them
I like
trying
that.
to collect things. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Trademark.
We're trademarking Disney stuff.
You can't have it, Disney.
I have Thunderbolt Ross as my number 3. Now, hold on.
Is he going to be Red Hulk?
No, fuck that. The only reason is I can use him to get to the Thunderbolts. He makes his own Thunderbolts team.
What are the Thunderbolts?
They're criminals that are put together, basically like Suicide Squad, but more fun. And
It was originally like when all the heroes got blinked out of existence after Onslaught in the comics, this new group came up to take their place. And what it was a bunch of criminals pretending to be heroes, as led by Baron Zemo.
Okay, so they are characters.
yeah.
They were all minor
Oh.
criminals or whatnot who then they started believing, well, we can be heroes, or at least half of them. Some of them still wanted to be villains. It was a fun.
And then later on, Luke Cage took it over. And that's when Swamp Thing joined. And he actually took over a little bit, I think, before that even.
Before about that, or
yeah,
whatnot,
but that was a fun little thing. And then he had more criminals helping in that. But
it was better in the early days.
I don't disagree, but I like the secondary villains that you only see get beaten up. I like seeing them in a different role.
Yeah, I think Hawkeye left the Avengers to take over leadership when it was found out that they were really bad guys, and then the half of them that wanted to still be good, Hawkeye took
over leadership.
took the leadership and whatnot, and said he'll keep them on the right track.
I mean, I think you could do a good job. I think you could have Paul Giamatti's Rhino in it.
Oh, you just ruined your entire.
The reason you're bringing him back is you want Liv Tyler as Betty Ross.
Oh
right?
God, yeah.
And Phil Dunphy as her boyfriend.
Yes. Who becomes the mastermind?
No, he's Doc Samson.
Oh, Doc Samson. Sorry, my bad.
Mastermind was
the Timothy.
Tim Blake Nelson.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was. There you go. Okay,
I almost put that in. I almost put him in.
I thought about it.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm not a huge Hulk fan, like that universe or the Thunderbolt world, but I think it would be cool if he ran a team. I would be okay with that. What we got?
My number 3, I have Trevor Slattery.
Oh, I like that one.
The Ben Kingsley fake Mandarin. I love that from Iron Man 3. That was the best part of Iron Man 3, in my opinion.
I love that
would like to see some sort of a movie following his whole backstory and his rise to power.
What's your
Can we put him in the Collector movie? Because I like Ben Kingsley too.
Sure, yeah.
It's a buddy comedy.
He could join their.
I like those 3 actors.
How about they make it as like a Tu Wong Fu thing?
So you're saying we should remake Tu Wong Fu with those 3 actors?
With the Collector in those characters.
As those characters. So they
They
are.
have to hide out for a little bit. So that's what they do.
Yeah, no, I'll say no on that.
Okay. What else you got?
We're going to my number 2 now?
Yep.
Is that where we're at? My number 2 is Valkyrie.
That's my number 2.
Hooray!
A lot of things. Put it on the board. I like her character. I would have liked Lady Sif, but they got rid of her because she was doing Blacklist.
Yeah, well, now that I thought about it, maybe Lady Sif should be my number 2. Or Valkyrie and Sif together.
That's fine. I like
Kind
that
of like a
character.
Bound type thing, right?
Ah!
Yes.
What? Right?
Yeah, I like that. Oh. I like when she came in like with her Pegasus. I thought that was fun in the last one.
Yeah, where'd the Pegasus come from?
Yeah, I don't know. It was the Collectors and the Grandmaster found on the road trip.
Okay, that explains it then.
My number 2 is Valkyrie. Valkyrie. What's your number 2, Doug?
I hobied this.
All right.
Of course you did.
I went with Ronin,
Okay.
Oh.
and then Hawkeye, another movie. 2 different movies where we go into the West Coast Avengers so we can get Wonder Man.
I'm fine with that. I love Wonder Man. He's a horrible character, but I love him. It's kind of like Booster Gold and Blue Beetle. I like those 2 guys together in DC's universe.
Yeah.
They're not great characters, but I like them. I like that, Doug. I like that one.
yeah.
I like Tigra, actually. I think she's a fun character. My number 1 is... Or what's your number 1?
My number 1, Agent Coulson,
Okay.
where I want it better than the series.
What? The series is great. And
Have you watched it this season?
yes.
Okay, I haven't yet.
Oh, you need to watch it because they come to Cincinnati.
Do they really?
Yep.
I saw.
Really?
Filmed in Cincinnati?
No,
Okay. I was
no.
gonna say, do
No,
we have any
that's
shots?
just the city they're supposed to be in during a part of an arc.
I think I saw the first half of the first episode.
Yeah.
We had to leave or something. I never got to see it.
Well, I laughed because
Was he signing autographs as Agent Coulson?
the bad guys needed to get diamonds, or you think they're looking for diamonds. They go to a diamond seller in Saddamsville. And I'm like, good luck finding diamonds in Saddamsville.
What? That's for your local people. Saddamsville is not diamond territory.
That's where Pete Rose grew up. Really?
That's funny.
Yep.
That's funny.
I'm like, oh, pick a neighborhood and we'll call it Saddamsville Jewelers or whatnot. And I'm like, yeah, right.
Wow.
That's funny.
Okay.
My number one, I'm going to butcher the name, Mabuku from Black Panther.
Oh, Mabaku.
Okay, I could never.
I thought you were trying to say Lupita Nyong'o.
No. Thank you, sir. No, up in the mountains.
Yes.
I don't need him to be connected with the Black Panther universe. Like, I just want to know about his little thing up there. I think that's really cool. I love that character.
Their ape
existence.
Yeah.
Like, they basically...
ape tribe or whatever they called it.
Yeah. And basically, they're just up in the mountains like, fuck you, we don't need to deal with you.
Yes.
Have a good day. I like that. What's yours?
My number one is Luis,
Uh,
the Michael Pena character from Ant-Man. I just want him to tell all the stories.
That might get old after about 5 minutes.
Nope. I want a 2-hour movie of him telling the story of the MCU.
Every 5 years with his character in it is funny.
What if we put him with the Collector? Luis and Benicio del Toro.
And Trevor.
All 4 of them.
Okay.
There you go. There's your two Wong Fu.
He would drive the van.
I like
He would.
this.
He would drive the van.
And it makes sense because Grandmaster and the Collector.
So they're on Earth. We put them on Earth.
Yeah,
then?
I would think so.
yeah.
So the Collector's trying to find things on Earth to collect.
Or maybe they're just trying to run away from the Nova Corps that's hunting them down.
And they're hiding out on Earth?
Yeah. Ah, see? And Trevor's along for the ride because...
Because he's hiding from the Mandarin.
Yeah. See? I think it could work. And they hired Luis as their driver.
A cross-country trip. Yeah.
I like it. This is a good one. See? Look at that. Is this plot lines?
Is this Boardroom?
I actually can picture this now, all of them going around.
Is this what Boardroom was supposed to be? Us pitching a movie that...
Yes. Just say yes. It'll make it sound better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
got some...
Boardroom would have worked.
It
you
would have
would've
worked if
told
we knew what
anybody
it
what it
was.
Hey, honorable mentions?
I had Cosmo the dog,
Oh.
Falcon, Vision. I know people don't like Vision.
I like Vision.
I hate Vision.
You need Vision if you're telling the Wonder Man story. Well,
That's
actually,
true.
you don't. You need Wonder Man to tell the Vision story. So, yeah, they did that without Wonder Man, didn't they?
And then, I don't know about the new one, but the old Red Skull.
Ah.
You know, I know the guy didn't want to do it. And then also Justin Hammer.
You know what? I have him as a...
I like Sam
yeah.
Rockwell.
I have Lady Sif, Justin Hammer, and Sharon Carter as my honorable mentions. Jeff, any?
No, everything's been mentioned.
Chris Richardson. G'day, mate.
Yeah, I like Chris's list.
He had Corrigan Mick.
Meek.
Well, it said Mick.
Oh, yeah. He wants Mick. Mick Jagger?
I thought it meant from Rocky.
Oh.
Comrie. Wong from Doctor Strange. Trevor Slattery. Valkyrie. And the kid from I Am 3. I forgot his name. Iron Man 3.
Yeah. I don't remember the kid. He showed up at the funeral.
Haley or...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Jared Mills had Grandmaster. Jeff Goldblum.
He's going on a road trip.
Drax and Mantis. I never thought about Drax and Mantis. That could be fun.
Yeah, you talk about two characters that I don't think can carry a movie.
I don't know. Ned. He wants it as a guy in the chair special. Just the guy in the chair.
Who's Ned?
Spider-Man.
Peter Parker's friend.
Oh, guy in the chair. I get it now. Okay.
Happy Hogan. And I'm going Hobie the number one spot. Corrigan Meek, Buddy Comedy, and Luis retelling every event from Iron Man to Endgame. You know what? We all have the same idea with Corrigan Meek.
Oh, yeah. Well,
And we have the Buddy Comedy there.
I'm going to say the pool of choices wasn't incredibly deep. There's going to be the characters that stuck out are the ones that are going to show up on people's lists repeatedly.
Mark Bogner, who has the Tangent Bound Network, which we're on. Great network.
Yeah, we never go on tangents though.
No, never. Hi, Mark. He has Shuri from Black Panther, The Collector, Korg, Nebula. I didn't think about her.
Nebula did cross my mind.
Yeah, I liked her.
Did she survive the last one?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the
Oh,
thing.
yeah, that's right.
That's the thing is like, I think the Nebula story though. One, I thought it should have been told a little better. I thought she should have been given a little more in that final battle than she was. And somebody I saw that made complete sense to me was when Peter Parker, had or I should say, Spider-Man had the gauntlet and was trying to get it to
Captain Marvel.
Well, no, Captain Marvel
To the
picked
van.
it, trying to get it to the van.
Yeah, that's right.
And Captain Marvel picked it, and somehow didn't just fly straight there. Like she's the most powerful figure here. She could get there without any interference, but didn't. It should have been somebody like Nebula who is trying to really go against and defeat Thanos, and Captain Marvel could have supplied support.
Yeah,
but it should have been like Nebula who took the gauntlet
and ran with it. Happy Hogan, and bonus Nick Fury. Joseph Campbell. He had a good Fantastic Four as a bonus choice. Jubilee. He did the comics as well.
He did.
Colossus. How about Colossus and Kitty Pryde?
If done right.
Bob from Deadpool.
Bob.
Dr. Octopus. I like that idea. Especially when he was taking over as Spider-Man recently. That was kind of interesting.
I didn't like that idea at all.
And a good Howard the Duck.
I don't think there is such thing as
They're making that on Hulu, aren't they? Howard the Duck?
Are they? I don't know.
Yeah, that's one of the cartoons. Animated films. Dev. He had Korg, Drax, Mabuku.
Sure.
Who I just said?
Yes. Guy on your list.
Armin Zola and the Executioner.
I thought about putting Armin Zola.
And he hobied that shit. He had James Roddy Rhodes.
War Machine.
Yep. And that's all he had.
Oh, I thought he hobied it.
Oh, that was the number 2, I guess he did. Sorry.
Oh, he hobied number 2.
So he had War Machine for number.
Speaking of Dev,
yeah,
you guys were talking about all the great musicians that supply music to the show last week. Nobody mentioned my Big Dev the Psy Guy song.
You're right.
I was hurt.
I didn't mention it on purpose.
Doug, did you hear my list?
Yes.
I don't think you want to be on that list.
No, probably not.
Yes, there was some backlash on Twitter on Jason's music.
There's a lot of backlash on Twitter at Bad Ideas Podcast. About my list. My God, people, Bon Jovi. Come on.
And quite honestly, I don't think I want to be on a list with Dr. Nazi. So
That's true. Doug, thanks for coming on.
Hey, no problem.
Welcome to Disney Talk this week.
That's right.
It was nice. Bad idea of the week. Top 5 Italian dishes.
Oh.
That was number 489.
He is pointing that straight at Neil.
I am.
Do you hear that, Neil?
I am.
Jason is calling you out.
I am.
With any luck, this is an episode you don't listen to, so you don't know you're being called out.
Doug,
what about number 490, getting your nipples pierced at the age of 50?
There you go. Or it could be a good idea. We'll put it on Twitter.
We'll find out what Twitter thinks.
So what's our top 5 for next week, Doug? Top 5 He-Man characters?
Top 5 sidekicks.
Okay.
We did that one already.
Actually, I think Blake, Jim, and Jeff are running the show next week.
Oh yeah, we are.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jason's on vacation.
Oh.
So Jason will not be here next week.
Top 5 D&D characters.
There you go.
Okay.
I don't know if there's any characters.
I don't either, but I'm
well, it
going
all
with
depends on...
there is one, Lee Iacocca.
I'll just give you my top 5 favorites of the ones I've ever played.
Okay.
Lee Iacocca.
Lee Iacocca was not one I played.
Oh. I got this carriage. Anyways, Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets, there's a history. It's not so bad, there's the history.
Addendum. Titles for the show.
Titles for the show. I didn't write anything down.
Good man.
All I got was unlimited lettuce.
Change approved.
Oh, you had something there, Jason. That's the reason I didn't write it down, because you wrote down what I was going to.
You chose poorly.
Oh, yeah, that must have been it. I like unlimited lettuce better.
I forgot the word digital. Unlimited lettuce.
Unlimited
What
lettuce
was that
it is.
from?
Olive Garden.
Olive Garden.
Okay. Unlimited lettuce it is.
You've been listening to Hobie.